First to five.
Alex.
We're back.
Oh, we're back.
Oh, pardon. So we didn't freeze.
Pardon.
Preseason is over. We're not frozen.
We're still in preseason form.
We're not. What the fuck? We're not.
Those are unfamiliar voices, Brian. Please help us out.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to News Across the Galaxy 2020 edition, where we talk all things LA Galaxy. And formerly the U.S. men's national team and the U.S. women's national team.
They don't exist no more.
Yeah, what the fuck is wrong with the U.S.? Anyway, I'm Bryant. Next to me is Sir Eddie. Say hello.
Hi, this is Eddie.
On the ones and twos, our producer, Chu Yasso. The sometimes seen, but rarely seen, Spenny. And we got a special guest in the house.
Oh, just one?
We got two special guests.
Oh, that's better than one.
Is it better than five? We don't know. Because it is Alex and Mario from First to Five. Hello, fellas.
I am the road dog, Alex Calderon. This is the badass Mario Lara, and we are First to Five.
Damn, that's
So
hot.
what happens when we get six?
Dude, we're still the first.
Well, we're still the first to five.
We're still the first five.
Damn.
Nobody's ever taken that from us.
By the way, this is why Spetty's not in camera much because.
You probably gonna go through this table right now.
By the way, the little transition you guys had here, give me a pavoner.
Shout out Alex
With
Merced.
your transitions already. 1 minute.
Shout out Alex Merced.
Shout
Gentlemen,
out to people on the chat already, man.
Yeah, we had him waiting for like 45 minutes and shit.
Mejia's on. George, obviously, you know, we're
Ooh,
late.
what's up, George?
you know how we do. We late.
Anderson Jordan obviously watches the Premier League because Liverpool finally lost today.
Ooh,
Ooh,
can we
they
talk about that
did.
real quick?
No.
Fuck Liverpool.
Oh, no.
You can say that.
Shout outs to Troy Deeney, confirmed to the Galaxy 2021.
AC Galaxy LA, you know, Pavon with that BDE.
You know what I mean? That BDE.
Shout out to Jose saying what up, G family. Logan Jones already claiming Chicharito being a bust.
Oh,
Ah.
early.
Hold on.
And
I agree with Logan.
We will get there, but yes.
And this
Yeah.
is for Chewy. LA native is saying video lagging, audio good.
Oh.
Yo, as long as the audio's good and you guys can hear us perfectly, I think we're fine.
No love for me.
I mean, there's our ugly faces are. It don't even matter.
Let me check. No.
Damn. That was
Welcome to the 2020 season. This is supposed to be our first game, I guess.
our season opener.
This is our season opener.
Yes.
Welcome, guys. Welcome. That's it. That's it.
Can you say anything else but welcome?
No, welcome. Just welcome.
Honored to be here.
Yes.
Welcome.
Hey, well, yeah, let's start with that. Thank you, First to Five, Mario and Alex. Thank you guys for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah. Oh, dude, of course, man. You guys do great work. We wanted to do that first, but you guys got there before us. We wanted to do post videos. Now nobody can do it because you guys are better at it than everybody else.
Way better.
Nah, complete joke. But if you guys never ever seen any of First to Five's work, they do post games interview with fans, and if they catch you drunk, but with the camera, best believe you're gonna be online.
Pre-game starting this season as well.
Oh!
Say that again.
Pre-game interviews, catch us somewhere.
One more time.
Pre-game interviews, First to Five. You want to get your predictions in? Come talk to us. Come find us. You'll see us around.
Or they'll find you if you're drunk.
So
If you're drunk pre-game, we'll find you.
So just to get this right, you guys are doing pre-show interviews for drunk people, right?
Anybody that really wants to be on the show.
Targeting drunk people.
Which
Let's
is
not.
perfect because the season opener is this weekend, and the Nag Boys are actually having a kegger pre-game.
Oh, have you guys heard? The Nag Boys are having a kegger.
Where will the Nag Boys be?
Oh shit.
We weren't ready for that question.
So for the keggers, we're always at the ACB
Ride Squad.
Yeah, Ride Squad tailgate.
It's funny because I heard Alex is bringing carne asada.
Oh.
And a grill. You know what goes great with beer? Meats.
You know what goes great with meats?
And since we're talking about the Lars tailgate, Nag Boys are bringing the kegger, Alex is bringing the meat, and Lars is bringing the banda. So if you guys like
We're gonna
tamborazo,
have banda too.
if you guys like the tamborazo, show up to that Lars tailgate.
Even if you don't, just get drunk and then.
Tan tan.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's jumping way ahead, but yeah, we're gonna. I guess that's a surprise to me. That's news to us. I guess late breaking news here on News Across the Galaxy. First to Five doing pregame interviews.
Nice.
So you want to be on camera and you drunk and you see those cameras run.
Or
Yeah.
Run towards the cameras.
I mean, technically, we have been doing pregame interviews. They've just been on our vlog, and I think it's going to be the same as last season. But feel free. We're gonna be out there with a little bit more planning this time, a little more a better presentation because we plan to up our vlog game skills more. So hopefully, we'll give the people that can't make it to the games and the people that don't even live in LA, they're G fans, the experience of being at the game.
I like that. I like it a lot.
I'm excited for the season opener.
I'm
Yeah,
very
me too.
excited.
Even with what I saw today.
Yeah, I mean, we're talking about what we saw today. Where did you guys see it?
I saw it at home.
Boo.
First to five was at the Brooklyn Bar.
Nice. Where's that at?
It's Lawndale, Hawthorne,
Oh,
Lawndale. Yeah.
One of the many viewing
Yeah.
parties.
The newest addition to the viewing party spots
Oh,
that
nice.
Galaxy has
How-
all over LA.
They did well with that.
Wait. Not just in Carson?
Not just
You
in
mean we're
Carson.
not in Carson only?
No,
Are you saying there is more to Carson?
There's more to LA than just the heart of the city, guys.
Oh, wait, what? You're fucking joking.
No.
There's no way, bro. I think you're lying to me.
100%
So
serious.
LA doesn't just run through the Figueroa corridor?
To the best of my knowledge, no.
Oh, wow.
Shit, I thought like Lawndale was like in Hawaii or something. But I guess, what do I know? No, anyways, tell us about the spot in Lawndale because, I mean, you said it's one of the newest spots, so.
Yeah, it's a new spot, so we wanted to go out there, show them some love. It's a great place. Big, tall ass beers for $6. So great place to get fucked up if that's what you're about. That's what I'm about.
There's a Del Taco next door too,
Oh, I love
so
Del
it's
Taco, bro.
fantastic.
Game.
Yeah, Del Taco adjacent. Also, very close to a Boston market. Very, very close. So if you like getting in your rotisserie chicken before the game, so you want to get a good basin for $6 big mugs of Modelo, it's a perfect location. They have about 37,000 TVs and 2 pool tables, and it was a great atmosphere. They also sell Reese's Pieces, which is my favorite candy in pieces.
Hey, Bullshit aside, that sounds pretty legit, though.
Yeah.
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
You're talking
You're
about
telling
that,
me-
you're
you're
talking about
tell-
that many TVs with $6 tall Modelos. I'm drinking Modelos
And
right
yeah,
now.
seriously.
It-
and a bag of 37,000 Reese's Pieces?
It was easily a 32-ounce beer for like $6.
What's Modelo time,
You said
fool?
tall. That's all that matters.
It's Modelo time,
You
fool.
said tall.
Don't underestimate the closeness to a Boston market. I just want to say that.
Hey, my boy, you like paid by Boston Market and shit?
For me, it was a Del Taco. You know?
Tonight's episode of News Across the Galaxy is sponsored by Boston Market.
Ask Mario what he had for breakfast this morning.
Boston
Oh,
Market.
shit.
What's his name?
Se llama Alex. Oh.
Alex Market. Damn.
Boston George.
Oh. Hey. Good reference.
Hey, I think
Hey, you're aging us, all right? You need to relax.
I think they did well though this year with getting more people to or more places to watch the game all over.
Most definitely.
And then,
Over 20 locations this year,
Yeah,
I believe.
even though like I know they put it out. At least I remember at first being the top Tom Urban being the
Oh, it was the main
official
one,
spot.
the
Yeah,
official
yeah.
spot.
But it wasn't actually Tom Urban. Actually, you guys know you guys were there. It was Tom Watch Bar, which was, I mean, to my surprise, like kind of separated, but it was on the side, which is also dope though. It's like getting your own room.
Is it the little bar behind Tom's Urban?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's where we got fucked up on King's Night.
Yes. The one where there's like they open it up and then part of the
Yeah.
bar's outside.
Yeah.
Where
Yes.
the ESPN zone used to be.
That's
No,
where we were
this
drinking
is-
for King's Night. It's a great place to drink.
If I
That's
remember,
where
it
the
used to be
studio
like a
used to be,
pizza parlor back in the day or some shit. Point
No.
is,
Not
that
only
shit was
that,
dope.
too-
And
not
that shit
only
was cracking. There was.
Not only that, but what I like too is that they did the Twitter feed. So for somebody that couldn't get out, or somebody that might have been on the road, or whatever, they were able to watch it on Twitter. For free.
I heard we had a few G's in Tijuana and San Diego
Yeah,
these days.
That's
So-
dope, man. Dude, there's G's everywhere. I love it.
Yeah, I like how accessible the season opener was. I don't know. I haven't really paid attention to it, but it was obvious that it was just completely overly available this season, both on Twitter, online. It was on a basic channel on TV, and then there was so many viewing parties in LA, in San Diego, in Vegas, in Phoenix. So
Right.
No-
if you missed the game, it's because you just didn't try.
Yeah.
No,
Like you
no,
just
E-
didn't try.
No ESPN Plus blackout this year.
Nope. Not at least for the season opener.
Nope. I mean, you had to just like walking distance. Almost.
Yeah, if you
$4 Uber ride.
If you couldn't catch the game, it's just because you just didn't try.
Por tu culpa.
Por tu culpa.
Of course. Well, the LA Galaxy's the biggest club, so of course we're gonna be everywhere. The fuck?
You wanted a shout out, Eddie. Logan Jones wants to remind you of your little halftime participation at that Diggs 2
You
years
remember
ago.
when we hit the post twice? Stupid bitch.
I'm a great actor, right?
No, you're not.
No, I'm not. That was.
Hey, what's up to Robert Rios that just joined us?
Dude, Robert Rios joined us before everybody.
That's
I
a
think.
day oneer right there.
Yeah, that's our day winner.
Hey, that's why I gotta
You know
shout
what?
him out, man.
Everybody's in the chat room right now.
That's why I gotta
You
shout
guys
him
are
out.
fucking shit.
Shout out to Robert Rios real
Thank you
quick.
guys. And I see 27 on there. Hit those 27 likes. What's up?
hit the
Give us
like
a
button.
thumbs up.
Hey, Brian.
Yes, sir.
I'm on the other side of the camera. I just gotta ask you real quick.
Yes.
What's that behind you?
Oh. We're gonna sell these prints too.
As you guys may or may not be able to tell, right behind us we have a picture.
A picture.
Well, the thing is, I don't know if you can see
A
with the
moment,
glare.
a moment in history.
A moment of history.
Yeah,
I'm gonna put my head down, and Eddie, you can explain.
A moment in history.
Yeah. So this was an awesome photo shoot by Alex Calderon that he did for the Knack Boys. Most of the Knack Boys, minus one asshole. Asshole. Yes. A little editing and a great printing job by Mario. Next with attitude right here. Yes. Finally out. The album went triple platinum in the Ukraine or somewhere. Not here, but yeah, man. Oh shit.
For most of you that are looking at it, you might not be able to see it because of the glare. And for those who are going to be listening to this on the puta cerote,
Listen on the what?
listening on the audio version only podcast, wherever you guys listen to it, it's a picture of us with the parental advisory, Naxter's attitude. We will post this picture up, and
Brian,
just so you guys,
grab it off the wall real quick. Put it in front of the camera.
let's do that.
Frank's gonna break it.
No,
it's up.
not Brian. Not Brian. Not Brian.
Oh, Brian did it.
I'm not afraid of him taking it off. Just putting it back on.
Well, I'm not gonna put it back on. That's
Here,
the thing.
hand it to me. Hand it to me. Hand it to me. I'm not gonna acknowledge what Anderson Jordan said. I'm just gonna remind Anderson Jordan that this is the next show.
This
where
is the next
where we
show.
talk about all things LA Galaxy.
And that's it.
That's it.
So yes, and then right behind us.
But thanks for watching, Anderson.
Yeah, right. Before we get on to the game, we have to give a big shout out. It's been a while. He did this quite a while ago. And fuck, man, this thing, it's just,
Big shout out.
yeah, man.
Big
so,
shout out.
So humbled. We didn't know this was coming. We love this, man. Manny from the Outlaws, before the Outlaws became an official supporters group, made this TIFO, I guess we'd call it, right?
Yeah.
A little graphic I did that said, "This is why it's so special." It said Zlatan's secret stuff originally, and this is not my lettering. This is not any of our work at all. He went ahead on his own, painted his wifey, changed it up, and painted Nag's secret stuff. Man, come on, dude.
Bro, you're gonna make me cry.
So,
Like,
Yeah.
so we gotta ask real quick.
I'm
What
not
is
crying.
Snag's secret stuff?
Oh, dude. We're already on the air. I
Brian,
can't do it.
Brian, saca la bolsita.
Nah.
Hey, if, you
now
have,
on the next episode. No,
if you have to ask, you can't afford it, bro. Just-
too expensive for you, bro.
So
So yeah, big shout out to Manny. We love you for this because this was fucking one of the greatest gifts we ever received.
So
course.
Eddie was asking for some shout outs earlier today, and you have one from Nicole Alcaraz.
Oh, hi,
Saying hi,
Nicole.
Eddie. Godzilla FC is saying, what are the track names? Puro Pinche Galaxy, Naxers for Life.
Saca la bolsita featuring
Saca la
Giovanni Dos Santos.
You just gotta buy the album to
Yeah.
find out the rest.
I heard track number 3 is missing though. Is that true?
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah. Track number 3 is missing.
Well, we could give that away now, right? Why? Do you guys know why?
It was. I always understood there's no 3-star jersey.
Yeah.
So there's no 3-star.
There's
track?
no.
Shout out to
Man, see, I like these guys.
So, but see,
They
there's
understand,
a
you know,
lot
they
of there's a lot of
understand.
hidden gems in that
understand.
picture. So there's a lot of hidden gems, and then we also have a picture of the back of the album
Which is
that has a lot of hidden gems as well.
by the way, the album is dedicated to all styrofoam.
So all styrofoam coolers, R.I.P. My brothers.
R.I.P.
yes.
So we
And,
did a.
the next one is a single. It's a ballad. Me rompes el cooler.
Uy. Uy. Uy.
Wait, show everybody first though. Let everybody see it first.
Me rompes el cooler.
Uy. So, a couple of days after we did the shoot, Eddie sent me the mock-up for the album cover, and I was like, you have to make a track list. And then a couple days later, I see it, and he just killed it with the names. Perfect. You have to get both sides printed out.
By the way, you can ask them. I never ran it by anybody. I just put it up.
Yeah.
The track list.
It was awesome. I loved it.
I like how we all got it when you
Perfect
did it.
synergy.
Yeah. It was right away.
Everybody's on camera.
Oh,
Everybody's
shit.
on camera
Oh,
now.
we're on camera now.
All
Shit.
right, tight.
Say hi, guys.
Hi, everybody.
So a todos los
You're welcome.
A todos rompieron el cooler. All right, so now that we're all on camera,
That's why there was lag on the videos. I was trying to set up the other camera.
cool. Game time.
It is game time.
Horrible.
What?
Acceptable.
Acceptable, man. Hella acceptable.
So I'll start with the lineup. All right, you guys good with that?
I
Yes,
think
let's do it.
first of all, I want to point out that we got the lineup dead on.
Kind of.
At least I did.
Yeah.
You weren't on our midweek show.
I missed it by one.
I was not on the midweek
I was
show.
dead on.
Yeah.
Exactly
I
what
mean,
we needed. I thought at least.
I don't think we could expect anything outside of the lineup, given what the pieces we had.
Yeah.
I,
The players
I,
we
I,
got on the lineup.
Well, for us, because we did a little midweek show yesterday or late.
Well, it's a
midweek.
midweek, late week, pre-show,
But,
That was a
pre-game
midnight
show.
The biggest difference that we had amongst us is the starting trio in the middle. Eddie felt and Chewy felt that Benny Corona should have started
over legit.
over Sasha.
Over Sasha. Okay.
Actually, Eddie thought
So-
over legit.
So
Yeah.
so when I saw that starting lineup today, I thought the only questionable here is like, or not even questionable, switchable was legit and.
Let me go through the lineup first, and then we go through our discussion. Okay.
Do it.
By the way, I disagree.
Straight up already.
All right, so we had starting. in
We
goal.
need that controversy real quick.
All right, so in goal we had David Bingham starting.
Should have started Von Steeg. He wouldn't have let that goal in.
Fucking
Oy
Curutini
vey.
wasn't available. Shit. Left back Ansua.
I'll take it.
I'll
take it for now.
Ese maje le cuelga.
Ese maje sí pisa, loco.
And then center backs we had Pipo Gonzalez and the
The boy rookie of the year.
It's the
calling
Pew.
it right now.
Get it right.
Re-
Get it
rookie
right.
of the year.
No.
Jeer.
You
Look.
guys gotta get his name right. It's Nick DePew, not DePuy. DePew.
The pew pew pew. The pew pew
He
pew
just
pew,
depued
pew.
you.
Shout out
He
to
said the
Riot
pew.
Squadcast. The
Riot
pew
Squad.
pew pew.
The pew pew pew. Rookie of the year.
Anyways, right back was Rolf Felcher, and in the middle, which was where our disagreements were, I guess you can say, was Sasha Klashin, Kitchen, and a Jet, and the attacking trio was Pavone on left, Katai outright, and G Charito solo.
Chicharito.
Captain G Charito, may I add, on top by himself.
Yes.
Exactly
Okay.
what I expected.
Yes.
Exactly what I expected.
Minus.
What do you mean minus?
No, that actually no. You didn't
Minus
do that.
legit.
That's exactly what I expected. The reason, like I was telling them, the reason I don't mind legit in there with any other two center mids is because he might not be able to take somebody one-on-one. He may not, be that player that you're gonna rely on for distribution, but he's the player that you can rely on for possession. He doesn't make mistakes. I made it a point to watch this game to tell everybody on the show how many turnovers he had, and he legitimately only had one. And that's when he got the ball in between three players, where he had to kind of dribble out, and he actually got fouled and didn't get called for it.
He actually got fouled a couple
So
times.
the biggest thing that you want from your center mids when you're trying to build is for them not to lose the ball and not turn it over. And that's the one thing legit does better than any midfielder we do, even better than Jonah. He doesn't lose possession,
How many creating opportunities did he have though?
but he's not there for that.
It's not.
No,
Yeah.
but then what's the point?
He's there
if-
for possession,
If you're not giving the ball away, but you're not creating anything, what's the point of you being there?
not losing possession. In a league where counters kill every team, there is no team in the league that's good against counters. We're one of the worst against counters. How do counters happen? By losing possession,
In the middle
creating
of the pitch,
turnovers, and just losing the ball.
Which
the
is-
one thing that he
But
doesn't do.
let me get it started before we get that far. So we came out hot in the first 5 minutes. I want to say, fucking Katai.
We should
off
have
the
been
pole.
up 2-0 first 5 minutes.
So Katai got the goal. I'm sorry, I should have had this up. But anybody remember what minute Pavon got the goal in?
I'm gonna say 16th, 16th.
12 minute.
12th minute. All right. So on the 12th minute, Pavon got the goal in. You know what? Great goal, of course. Fucking golazo.
Assist by who?
David Bingham.
David Bingham.
You guys were bitching about his distribution, right?
No,
We
I
weren't the
wasn't.
ones that-
I wasn't.
We weren't.
Look, what,
There is other people that were bitching about it,
I had-
which I understood though.
Whoa.
I had-
We're all friends here.
I had my problem.
know what?
I'll tell you right now, one good pass does not fucking make up for fucking
I know,
2
I
years
know.
worth of fucking shitty
No,
distribution.
no. But that's not. The
Hey,
point.
I'll raise you that to Sturris being fucking trash for the first 2 years,
Preseason.
and last season actually stepping up as somebody that none of us thought that he should have started. True or not?
That's true.
Either way, I think
can't argue with
you're diverging yourself from the actual game that happened today.
All right. So I was just opening this up to the game conversation because honestly, the Galaxy, in my eyes, were only in it for those few minutes, offensively at least. After the goal landed, I mean, what else did you guys see after that?
I think we had the first half was ours. We had a strong showing.
Wow.
Okay, here we go. First half. To me, in that first half, when we were trying to attack, something that Spenny had alluded to in the midweek, late week.
You actually listen to it?
I actually did because I love you, foos.
Thanks, bro.
Something that Spenny alluded to. We were looking too much for Pavon. The graphics do show in the first half that we were trying to play that left flank all day, which was where Pavon was. That's where Houston was able to adjust. After the goal, they were able to adjust and try to stop us. We weren't able to create nothing besides giving the ball to Pavon at all. Now, was it a bad half? No. I think on the defensive side, we have looked our best in the past 3 seasons with this first half that we played against Houston.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it was like episode, the whole season of Stranger Things with the fucking upside down, bro. It was all defense, all offense.
See? We even got the gong going.
I don't think anybody heard it, but
I do think going our last game of the season last year against Houston, and obviously it's a different team, but this year, and we've had to have our issues in Houston, I think it was a world of difference. Now, I think we started the first half imposing our will against Houston, and really very fast we created chances. I do think that the energy dropped off towards the end of the first half. Now, if you were to pick a winner of the first half, it definitely was us. Obviously, we had the score. But just because I do think that the golazo from Pavon gave it that sense of, it took a while for that to wear off, right? So even though we were making some mistakes, and I do think in the middle especially, we weren't as sharp as we should have been. And I think that the Cobra Katai started very, very great and dropped. Now, towards the end of the first half, we started acquiescing to their game plan. And I think we started playing more to reacting to what they're doing, and we didn't make the adjustments needed. I didn't see us make the adjustments we needed to make at halftime to come back in the second half. I think we pretty much kept the same game plan, and we were letting them impose their will on us.
Well, this is the thing with the first half. They did take more shots than us. Much of them weren't on target. They did have most of the possession. It was a
50,
like
58.
60-40. It was like a 60-40 type of possession, but they never looked dangerous. And that's one of the things that it kind of made me happy that, bro,
like I said,
new defense, who's this type shit. I have not, in the last 2 seasons, seen our LA Galaxy defense start off in the opening game like this. Defensively solid.
by the way,
I think they kept their shape.
I know what you're-
everywhere.
by the way, Chewy, we had a large crowd earlier. Don't ask how many that were fans of ours, and we said title of this episode should be "New Defense." Who this?
Look, I know what you're trying to say, Brian, but if you're gonna talk about the last 2 seasons, I gotta bring up the Minnesota game from last season. If you really want to talk about a defensive game where we morally defeated the other team by the 70th minute,
What we did against that Minnesota team was we were able to pressure them from their half. We weren't able to defend. This game against Houston, we were able to actually defend and keep our shape.
That Minnesota game was defense through offense. We just kept
we
the ball so
we didn't
so
defend
well.
because we needed to defend.
Listen to what he just said.
And that's what I'm telling you. We
So
weren't defending
I know
because
what you're
we were
trying
defending.
to say, But if you want to compare it to the last 2 seasons, that Minnesota game last season was
Well, I mean that half of that we played against Minnesota was
that
probably
game.
Yeah, not the game.
That
The
game.
second half was pretty shit. The first
Let's
half.
go
was
back to
pretty
this
good.
game.
Anyway,
We could look back.
this
at
is
those highlights, bro.
2020. To me, I think to me the defense was one of our brightest spots in that first half. Even though Houston had taken more shots than us, it was nothing. They never had nothing dangerous. They didn't have anything that even through Felcher's side, who we have gave shit throughout these past seasons that he's been with us. Nothing went through him, dude. Like
Spoiler
he actually
alert!
looked
Spoiler
pretty good.
alert! I got a award for Felcher.
Let me tell you this. You're right for the first 30 minutes of this game. That's it.
What about the other 15?
The last 15 minutes, if you were really watching the game, Felcher didn't track back on back-to-back plays where you saw GBS come off the bench and literally scream his name that you can hear on the TV and point at him to get back. Felcher! And I know that for a fact now that it was the first 30 minutes because I even have it on my notes. 29 minute, it was a back cross by Qatar that created that turnover.
No right.
Depew cleared it right into to an attacking player that should have been tracked back by Ralph Felcher. GBS jumped off the bench that he was sitting on the first 30 minutes to scream at one person.
Yet he was our best defender on the first half.
What you don't understand is the first 30 minutes, Rolf was possessed by a spirit who can play soccer. Y le pegó agua bendita, and that was left, and then he went back to being
And then he
normal
forgot.
self.
And
Que
then,
se maje fue a Italia y se trajo
and
una
then he
pizza.
and then he remembered who he was.
Tell you guys right now, I'm backing Svenny. Felcher, every game, guaranteed, let somebody get in behind him. Name me any game, I'll give you a minute where he fucking lets a fucking attacker get in behind him, put in a cross.
And I can't say no to that. The thing is, in the first half, his rating on the pitch was the highest from all the defenders in the back line. He was a 7.4. The next one to that was Pipo Gonzalez. Oh, no. Actually,
It should have been
Nick DePoy.
Yeah, it should have been
7.1. And then after that was Pipo 7.0. Yes, he may have had a couple runs behind him, but he was the best defender in that first half. And I think he looked it in the first half.
You know
as well.
why that rating is?
Because he actually went
It's because
up
in
for
the
offense.
because in the first 20 minutes he had 2 slides that he had to do because he was behind the play already, and the only way that he was going to be able to stop that attacking the winger was if he slid through him.
Well, that's good.
So
defending.
if you actually watch the first 20 minutes, he slid, I believe, twice, if not even 3 times.
it was
You
two.
don't want your
Two
defenders.
slide tackles.
You don't want
They
your
were clean,
defenders.
but that shit
you don't
shouldn't-
want your defender having to cover 4 or 5 yards with a slide because a winger's going
and
to
he
get
got
past
him. He
him.
wasn't doing that last season though. That's what I'm saying.
Well, there's a very easy explanation for this.
New visa. Who's this?
He has his green card. He's benchable now, so he's actually playing for his
No,
spot.
actually, not just benchable. He's tradable. He's a very
Yeah.
high valuable trade asset.
He knows he's not fucking automatic starting anymore. He needs to play for his spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, not the same game for my guy over here.
And for people that are listening that just heard that and are questioning like why would anybody want Felcher? 125,000 to your cap. That's why.
Yeah, not
Hey,
You don't take a
not
hit?
the worst.
You don't take a hit.
125,000 to your cap,
Oi,
and doesn't take up an international
exactly.
spot.
And actually he played well today.
That's why he's on the team right now.
Miami, Nashville.
any
Are you guys
com-
listening? Do you need a right back?
Hey, what's
Hey,
up?
what's up?
What's up with Rami? I feel
You guys gonna do Tracy's? We'll take Romney back. We'll give you Felcher.
we never said no backsies.
Hey, I think we need to give Felcher a couple more games and see if this uptrend continues.
By the way, first half comments, shoot them through, man. Spenny's over here reading them out. So
You know, one thing that I wish we would have had last season from this game alone, Insuna playing left back last season.
Oh,
Yeah.
Those crosses were made for somebody
No,
that's
boy, I would-
6'3", 6'4",
I would have
6'5".
took Ashley Cole last season.
Yeah.
Yeah, the way it was working.
I would have took a traffic cone over fucking
Why
Sheldick.
you gotta bring up some bullshit like Ashley Cole for?
I know, bro.
Oh, why do you hate on Ashley Cole so much?
18 and 8, no playoff appearances, no playoff wins, and he captained the worst team in Galaxy history.
He didn't
Do I
captain.
need
it.
it? What?
He didn't captain the 18 and 8.
He did after when Gio went down.
Gio was the captain.
When Gio went down, who captained? I'll wait. Van Damme had like 2 games and then he got stripped halfway through 1 game.
We'll get back to that.
Yeah,
one.
thank you.
I still don't think it was Cole.
Gracias.
Because I remember Cole.
Gracias
I remember
por
Cole
participar.
for the first time ever was the captain for a team for a season.
Moving on.
This is the thing, though. What I'm saying is, I like what the fuck.
Anofo was the captain.
What Rofelcher did today is something that I think we would have hoped to see from him a couple seasons back, and just to see him have this start to this season is something that I'm optimistic about, and not just him, the whole back line, including Depew, including one of the guys that we gave a lot of shit to, Pipo Gonzalez. He looked pretty good today.
Please tell me you don't include Bingham in that back line.
I mean,
One mistake that cost
he
us 3
had
points.
he had a clean sheet in the first half.
We're in the second half now. Then I guess.
Nah. Yeah.
No. Well, let's read some of the comments. So Godzilla FC is actually, I guess, questioning whether legit wasn't, or he's stating legit wasn't great, but he was getting hacked by all the defenders. Robert Rios, I guess, is questioning whether legit is a holding midfielder or not. I think legit.
That's not his game.
It's
just-
part of his game, though. You know, when you have a trio in the middle, you need somebody that's gonna stay back like a Kitchen or a Jonah that's gonna defend.
But
You
that
need
was
somebody-
Kitchen tonight.
Okay, but let me say this. So you need, when you play in a trio like that, you need somebody that's gonna sit back and be your defensive center mid, a Kitchen or a Jonah, right?
Mm-hmm.
You need somebody that's supposed to distribute the ball and play the balls into the final third, like a
Klesta.
false number 10 playing far back, which was supposed to be Kleshin. And you need somebody that plays both. You need somebody that plays both.
Somebody that doesn't turn it over.
Somebody going back to the point where he's gonna defend, which legit did. Legit played defense well enough to where he didn't let nobody get past his assignment, and he didn't turn the ball over when he was on offense. You need that. You need that balance that's gonna defend and play offense, while you can concentrate on somebody playing, you know, the distributing factor.
But see, this
in
is one of the things
team.
I'm gonna give legit shit about. Is because
Tell me one thing he did bad today.
not push forward enough.
Yeah.
Yes, he kept possession and he did not turn the ball over in crucial moments. I get that, and I love that type of shit. But for him to be able to receive the ball and turn around and project some offense, he was not able to do that today at all. Which is something that we need from
You know what?
him.
Another thing.
If you listen to the midweek show, it was kind of like the legit I talked about, dude. It was he is unsure of himself going forward. That's all.
He's never been that player.
Yes, but
he's never supposed to be that player. You guys wanna correlate what he did.
You just said he has to be that player, though.
No. He doesn't have to be the player that has to go forward.
You just said he has to defend and go forward.
Yeah.
No. He has to play both offense and defense. The best offense.
There was no offense.
The best offense you can play is not turning the ball over. If you play in any team and you lose the ball in the middle of the field, that's a problem. If you can rely on a player that you know is not going to turn the ball over playing in the middle of your field when you have no number 10 and two people that need the ball wide in Katai and Pavon, you can depend on somebody like legit. Not only that, but his versatility.
But when he's not putting the ball to Katai or legit,
He's not.
Like, well, it's fine that he's not losing it, but he's also not distributing it. What's the point of having him on the field then?
What's the point of having any of our midfielders with that attitude? Who gave the assist to Pavon?
A
Bingo.
goalkeeper.
I'm just saying though, like
If Katai would have scored that goal that came off the post, it would have been who giving the assist?
I don't remember at the point.
Insuna.
Sua, by the way.
Insua.
Insua.
I'm sorry.
And you just named two players that are not legit that gave an assist
Who-
or put danger to an assist.
Who on our team can actually replace legit that you can say is an honest distributor? I'll wait.
Honest distributor.
Joe
so
Benny.
wait, well that
Sasha?
Wait.
Sasha?
hold
And what
on.
did he do today?
I'll take Sasha over fucking as a distributor. I'll take Sasha over.
He was the
Legit.
worst.
You know what?
He was the worst player on the
I'll
field
I'll
today.
tell you right now.
I will concur with that.
I will tell you right now. Sasha might have been the worst player on the field. Maybe. Let's just say maybe. Let's just say maybe he would have been.
But in
I
the
think
long
hold
run-
on. Second worst was between Kleshin and I'm sorry, not Sasha's Kleshin. Legit and Katai. But
Second worst?
yeah. Katai came off the field because he was sitting on the yellow.
Your captain was the second worst.
Yeah, but that's
Debatable.
Like, that's a guy that's never gonna come off the field.
What?
That's
Debatable.
the guy that's never gonna come off the field.
So?
It's debatable. I
Alright.
think it's debatable.
Doesn't mean he can't be the worst player or the second worst or the third
All
worst
right,
player.
whatever.
You know what? You know what? I take that back. Bingham has to be one or two.
Wow.
Bingham has to be one or two.
Wow, Angel. I'm sorry. Spenny.
He cost us 2 points today.
You think so?
Okay,
cost
well,
us 2 points.
well then
But
let's
he-
get to
but
that
he-
second
but-
half.
All right, hold on. All right.
Did he also not earn us that point, though?
Let me close what I was saying, and then we'll get to the fucking goal.
I'll give the 1 point more to
no,
Pavon than to
fuck
him.
that. You know what? No, we're gonna get to that right now. But fuck that. So, anyways,
I'm mad.
legit, and Katai were the second worst. You know what? Fucking Chicha could have been the worst player on the field, but he's never gonna come off.
Hey,
right?
fool, don't hit me, bro. What the fuck?
That's not what we're discussing, though.
Whatever, he could be, but he's never gonna come off the field. So they're talking about like reasonable subs. So
Zlatan 2.0?
yeah. So no, don't compare them. So
Never coming off the field?
Legit and Katai were like indisputably the second worst player of the game,
I agree with that.
right?
Say that again? Say that again?
Disputably the worst, Katai and Legit. Yeah. The only reason that Katai came off was because he was sitting on a yellow.
No.
Yes.
Or
a lie.
was it because
I
he
guarantee
looked
you.
like
No,
shit?
that's a lie.
They
that's-
both look like shit though.
No.
You're telling me Legit didn't look like
You're
shit?
telling me that Katai came out because of yellow? You're wrong. Did you watch any of the games
I
last
did.
season? What was the most consistent thing that we'd had happen every single game last season?
Legit sucked.
No, legit subs from the wings was one of the things.
The subs were always the wings first and the center
and the
mid
center mid
second.
second, yeah.
Yeah, and then
Don't tell me that.
They also were in the 87th minute, so it didn't matter what we did after that.
What was in the 87th minute?
All GBS subs last
No,
season.
No, they
on the
weren't.
wings, no.
No, they
on the
weren't.
wings, they were early in the. It
GBS
was
is
either
garbage at making subs on
no,
time.
no. I think last season it was legitimately a like mid 60s to a 70 when you were bringing a new winger in for either
I'll bet you a jersey if you can find me 5 games where the subs,
Oh.
the first sub for a wing was in the 87th minute.
Let me guess, you're gonna give me a minute to figure it out.
Nah, go ahead. Take as
Yeah.
much time as you need. But you want to shake on it right now? I'll bet you a jersey.
What were we betting again?
You're saying that the subs came in this 80-something minute.
A lot of games he did.
Show me 5 games where
Wait,
the subs came in the 80th
first
minute.
sub or a sub?
first sub.
Well, a sub. Come on,
No.
mames.
The first sub has always
A
been a
sub?
wing with. Regardless, I mean, we're fucking from this game.
By the way, you'll be happy to hear this. Mauricio Mejia is saying that Kitchen could legitimately be a stud center back.
I'm telling you, bro.
I think so too.
I've been telling you
All of a
guys.
sudden,
I've
So
been,
now I
I've been
do.
saying
Now you
this
do.
He's
on
way
this show.
He's way too slow to be a center
I've been.
back.
It's not about him being slow. It's him about being the defensive fucking.
Let's get to the goal. By the way, the goal we
Go for it.
conceded. Or is there any comments?
we're getting to the second half already.
Dude, what the fuck? We've been into the second half.
Whoa, man. Well, relax.
You want to bring up something?
Hey, we're just on
that.
lag, bro. Chill.
No, I mean, Chicha had his shot today. You know, he took his shot, went wide.
Did he have a shot on goal? Because I didn't see one.
He didn't have a shot on goal, but what I
I
liked
we're
is
playing with 10 men the whole
what
time.
I liked is that he did have the confidence to shoot it with his left, and it was a good shot. It just went wide.
I can't. Well, we'll talk about it at the end about Chicha because
Why is it at the end? Bring up something about Chicha now. It's gonna be a hot topic.
Look.
He played 90 minutes.
Look, it's one game. In the first half, we had a lot of positive things that we could look forward to the season.
that part.
You had a player in Insuna that was overlapping, that was playing both sides of the ball pretty well, that just needs to get his timing right with Chicha. Same thing with Pavon. The best thing that Chicha did for Pavon's goal was get out of the way. To be honest,
he basically did was
he got out of the way good enough.
he pulled the defender who gave him that space to fucking actually
Exactly.
take, which
If-
is beautiful. That's
if
what you
you
need.
look at the play that Katai had a chance at goal, even though it doesn't go as on the stat sheet as a shot on goal, Chicha pulled 2 players to the first pole to leave Katai, who was towering over his defender, on a free header. It was just on Katai that he couldn't get, the right touch on the ball to put it in. The goalie was in no man's land.
Right.
Even if Katai got it on goal, I don't think the goalie was going to be able to stop that unless it was directly to his body. So it's one game. Chicha didn't score, which I'm happy about, to be honest, for selfish reasons.
Yes,
because now
I
we get
heard
to
that.
see.
If you want to listen to the midweek show, everybody,
because I get to see it hopefully next week at home.
He's scoring 2 at home.
Me and Spenny fucking finally agree on something.
You guys fucking in green or something?
And it's for selfish reasons because I was there for Beckham's first goal. I was
Yup.
there for Gio's first goal. I
Yup.
was there for Robbie Keane's first goal.
Same.
So I was there for
Same.
And before you-
Lentrini's first goal.
And before you see that first goal, make sure you go by the Nag Boys' kicker.
There you go. Come by
So
the
for
kicker.
selfish reasons, I don't mind that Chicha didn't score today. One thing that I liked, if we're going into the second half, is he was holding his team accountable as being a captain. You know, he was screaming at players, trying to get Bingham's attention to know exactly where the ball should have been played to
Yes, baby.
the strength of them, not just
Yes.
clearing it to try to go to Pavon.
Preach.
Because
Preach, brother, preach.
one thing that we saw a lot in the first half was Katai was bodying the shit out of that defender and that wing on his side.
What is it, Love Kiss?
But
or
instead,
Love Kiss
but
or
instead
whatever?
of Bingham looking for that, where Katai was trying to where Chicha was trying to overlap Katai, he was always trying to go to Pavon and get him wide. Because why? Because in the 12th minute he gave him one pass that he scored on,
Right.
and that was our problem that I mentioned from preseason, that we're looking for Pavon way too much instead of our strengths, where Katai had a mismatch both physically, height, and just overall mentality, that we couldn't get him the ball, where Chicha was literally on the field like pointing to this fool like, give it to me in this space, and Bingham was going to this side.
Well, and there's something that teams are gonna fucking adjust to us because
You can't adjust to height, my boy.
No. I'm saying on the thing of Pavon getting those balls every time that somebody looks up and let's give it to Pavon. It makes Pavon work extra hard. Something that for a player that we had last season, Alessandrini was working very hard when he had the ball as well. Now, with Katai being on the other side, I feel that he didn't get the what I want to say. Like he doesn't want to shit, I lost my train of thought.
Where are you going with this? Where are you going?
No,
with this, Brian? Where are you going with this?
Katai didn't buy into the game. He wasn't in the game. It seemed like he was lost. It seemed like he wasn't.
It's something that we talked about in the midweek show. He's just
And you saw it today.
he's just lost.
yeah.
It's not. He doesn't understand yet. He doesn't get it. He's
Who?
Katai.
Katai.
Doesn't understand what?
Well, his role.
The league?
No,
He's-
his role. 'Cause
He's been balling in this league before he joined us.
He knows the league.
That's why I know he doesn't understand his role here.
Because Katai at one point in Chicago was the man. He's not the man here.
The
So he
problem-
doesn't buy into his role. So therefore he cannot produce as we would like him to. Today he looked lost as fuck, to be honest.
For those that maybe didn't listen to our midweek show and are doubtful about Katai after this game, you're taking a player that was literally a number 10 on the back of his shirt.
Let's just say the man.
In a team where he was the Pavon. You know, he was the guy that they looked to outlet, to distribute, to score from outside the goal and everything, or outside the 18-yard box. He's not that player in this team. He's not the first option, and he's not the second option.
He's not.
You know, so he has to adjust to a role where he's in a new system, because Chicago didn't run a 4-3-3.
Right.
They ran
Whatever they ran.
five different formations last year.
Whatever they ran.
And I know that because of fantasy, because sometimes I would get screwed with their stupid ass lineups, and sometimes it would go in my favor because of their stupid lineups. So you had a player that's not playing to his strengths in the sense that he doesn't have the ball. He needs to be in a flow. But if you look at those things that he did off the ball with his body, you can't teach height. You can't teach that physicality. You know, how many times didn't he wait on the defender to just put him on his back and look up for a pass? Easily 2 or 3 times in the first half.
And he took a few fouls too, like a few knocks that, something we didn't see.
He took a couple knocks that a Chicha or a Pavon would have gone down where he just absorbed the hit and just kept going.
Let me look something up. I'm gonna say this before I even look it up. If I'm not mistaken, he was the only player only Galaxy player that took a yellow, because he was also handing out the knocks too.
He did a very smart foul. He stopped a counter that was going to be a 3-on-3, which if you're the defending team, you do not want a one-on-one counterattack.
Professional foul.
Very smart foul.
And it was a smart foul because whether he knows it or not, GBS takes out one of his wings and one of the defense or one of the center mids, and it's never going to be Pavon. Unless Pavon asks for a change or he's hurt or he has a hat trick by the 70th minute, I don't think Pavon's ever going to come off. I think Chicha will come off the field before Pavon does this season.
Side note.
I don't think
Gentlemen.
either of them come off the field.
Side note.
ever.
Gentlemen, side note. We're fucking lucky to have Pavon, bro. We're fucking
Yeah.
lucky to
Hell
have Pavon.
yeah.
What a fucking player we
Hell
have
yeah.
in the LA Galaxy, bro.
I said it in the
Pavon.
pod.
Llegó
to,
Pavon,
to
boludo.
take a little nudge to straight from the stands. You guys may have called Chicha. You guys may have asked for a GBS. But I asked for Pavon. When you guys were asking for Benedetto, I was like, nah, I want that little 22-year-old that they
Man,
have.
fuck Benedetto.
This motherfucker.
Just like in real life, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I was gonna go.
Yeah, I said it during the Megapod that Pavon was going to win the MVP of the league this season. All you guys doubted me except for Eddie.
What?
The only one
Wait,
who
whoa,
believed in
whoa,
me.
whoa, wait,
He's
what?
the only one who believed in me. Actually, I don't remember who believed in me, but I said it first.
Fair enough, fair enough.
I've been saying it since last season.
But I did say it. I did say it, though. I did say it.
So,
Hey, what's up, Mario?
I
You
thought
grabbed
you
the
were
mic
gonna
and say something.
Spenny mentioned Pipa.
Pipa.
Benedetto.
Pipa.
Benedetto. Over Pavon. But
No. I didn't know the way around. People were asking for Benedetto last year.
That's what I'm saying, though. If we had both. If we had Benedetto over Chicha. Pavon and Benedetto on the field.
Same problems.
Yeah, that's right, man.
Same problems. Our problem was that we didn't get Chicha enough chances. It wasn't that Chicha. Yes, Chicha didn't have goals or shots on goals, but it wasn't his fault. You know, you can't blame that on him. There was no distribution that got him a clear shot on goal.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I would have taken anybody over Chicha.
That's just a personal
Let me ask you a
preference.
question for the thing I said about GBS, something late. If there's a game with like an injury substitution in the 16th minute, does that count? Because,
No, I'll scrap that.
all right, because I'm on 4 already. First half of the season.
That he made his first sub in the 80-something minute. The first sub.
Yeah, the Galaxy's first half.
Wow. Oh. He
I
has them on
highly
his
doubt
phone.
I'm screenshotting them, but my battery's almost dead. So you see it.
I highly doubt that.
fuck batteries.
If you guys can't see it, Spenny's sweating really hard right now.
Yes.
Damn.
Not at all.
The hair can't hide
He
it.
doesn't have to buy a jersey. I didn't make the bet. I'm just saying that because being there in the stadium, I remember complaining a lot because he waits too long to make subs.
Just make out.
In my opinion, in my humble opinion.
In your humble first to 5 opinion. What were we talking about?
I guess Logan Jones is agreeing with the person earlier that Chicha is a bust.
Right.
Eric,
We didn't even
Barrientos,
discuss the goal we received, right?
we haven't.
All right, let's get to that. We're gonna.
Who do we blame for that goal?
It's tough. Look.
It's a 50-50.
This is what I'm gonna say. All right, and you guys can go off. You guys can be mad at me. You guys can disagree all you want.
I'm going to.
But this is my take on it. I think the defense absorbed a lot. I think they played well. I think Bingham played well.
I did too.
Sometime you got to crack, and I think it was a great finish. Bingham covered first pole as a keeper should.
No, that was
He covered first ball. Look, this
that
is
was
me on,
him coming out
as-
stupid as
this
fuck.
is
Can
the
I finish?
quick-
I almost said I'm gonna let you guys take over. Just let me
There you go.
finish.
Oh my god.
As he could, right? And the defender came in sliding, and that ball came in between. I think it was a good finish. That's where I leave it at.
This
And
is
you
the
guys-
equivalent.
And you guys go ahead and take it from
Let
there.
me show you. This is the equivalent of Bingham covering the first pole, me being on camera.
That's exactly what he did.
Well, that's what Spenny always does, though.
Covering first pole? Are you kidding me?
This
He was playing ball boy.
okay.
That's how far off the
You're
goal he
you're
was.
saying
I have nobody, but before they go there, nobody agrees with me at all.
no. You're saying it was on Bingham, right?
No, no.
I think it was on people.
It was a 50-50. It was a 50-50 because if both players would have done their job, that goal wouldn't have happened.
Which means people follow his fucking forward. And
No, he didn't.
He
No, he
no, what I'm
didn't.
saying, if they both of the players, which you're talking about, people and Bingham would have done their job, people would have followed his fucking forward. People would have stayed on his fucking line, waiting for.
I have a
right?
camera on me, right?
Yeah. Show me.
These are your center backs.
Those are your center backs.
This guy's coming into attack. He doesn't have the ball yet. People leaves this gap. So what did
Hey,
that
bro, my
forward
phone.
do? This foot just came in right here
Yeah.
because his back line stayed. He didn't call his back line to come out. he came out himself and left his back line hanging. So this forward did what any forward should do and just cut
Take the
behind
space.
both of them.
Take that space.
Dupuis came in late because he had to.
Which, by the way, it was a legitimately try of a slide tackle.
If Bingham would have came out covering his angle properly inside his first pole instead of outside of the first pole, he would have just been there to scoop up the ball. So it's a 50-50. When I saw it at first, I was like, "Fuck, that's all on people."
I thought so.
I
too.
even put it on our group message.
I thought so
that
too.
was
I
all
thought it was
people.
all people. He should have
But
followed
then
the
I
forward.
saw the replay and how far out Bingham was. There's no way that you even cover your first pole being out that far. You're in dead man's
Especially
land.
where
You're in dead man's land.
Especially where Manotas received the ball. I think people, if he would have stayed home, he would have had a better chance at getting the fucking Manotas on that.
If both of them would have just stayed at home, he would have never have the space to make that run behind people, and Bingham wouldn't have to have come out, and he would have just stayed in the middle of the goal, maybe 1 or 2 yards to the left, 1 or 2 yards ahead of the line, or whatever it is. But he would have been just right there.
Well, let me ask you something with that.
Is it for you fully on Bingham though? Just
I think it's more on people because his fuck up created. Bingham did the right thing of coming out because he was going to be one on one with that player.
Yeah.
But he did the mistake of taking 1 or 2 steps to his left and being out of position.
Okay, well, let me ask you something.
See, hold on. I just want to go with Spenny for a minute because he has the most opinions on the goal we received. Everyone, I feel like it's just watching and Brian's just gonna be like
I think-
"Bapa da boopy."
You're boppity
Does
boopy
does
right
it worry you as far as defense goes the way we received that goal?
People's been worrying me the whole preseason. He's been our worst defender in the league.
But does that goal worry you today? I mean, the way
Yes.
we played, it does.
Yes, because it's been all preseason.
Okay.
And it's been consistent of what he did last year. He wasn't our best defender. I brought this fact up last season. When it came down to the Galaxy playing against playoff teams, the best record that we had was with people off the field.
No, you're
And
right.
that's a fact.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Our best record against playoff teams last year was when people was off the field.
Right. No, yeah, and actually Polenta off the field as well.
No, it was Polenta and Sturz was our best center back duels against playoff teams
Yeah.
last season.
Yeah.
I thought it was Romney and Stairs.
No, I looked at.
I might be wrong. I might be wrong.
I looked it up
No,
on
no,
purpose
no,
for the
I-
same.
No,
That was 2
I
years
believe
ago.
you.
Romney and Sarah should have been.
No, well, 2 years ago, that's all we had.
Now let me tell you this: if from what I've seen from Dupuis, if he keeps this up, I don't see why he can't start next to Stairs.
Same.
I was advocating for that today. I said, because somebody asked me like, when Stairs is healthy, is he on the bench? I was like, no, he's starting. Giancarlo's on the bench.
It's up for discussion depending on what's going on that time of the because we don't know when Stairs is gonna come back.
The Pui's still raw, but he's a monster.
Yeah,
He's
Yes.
a monster on that field.
the
Yes.
best thing he did today was not really.
6'5", fucking.
Not fuck up.
Hey, not to, hold on. Sorry to cut you off, but
I haven't
not
said
only
anything
that,
yet. You didn't cut me off.
in the first half,
He was about to cut you off.
in the first half, he had that chance. Or was it in the first half? In the first half, he had that chance off of a set piece where he did a stupid ass fucking lifted his foot just to make contact.
Oh, yeah.
And then he still chased the ball
Yup,
down.
I saw that.
So
He
It
got
was
a
a quick
foul out
feed.
of it, but he
Yeah.
stopped the
I'm
counterattack.
fine with- yes.
And he didn't give up on that play.
That's not a guy that looks like a rookie at all.
Well,
Hey, but you know what? He used to be forward.
Exactly, as I was about to say.
Oh,
you
for
you
real?
guys know,
Yeah, he
the
used to be
Pui
forward.
is former forward,
did not know that.
converted defender.
I
Pew.
did not.
He's a
Pew, 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 pew,
no,
pew, pew.
he's a turd. Or what do they call him? The Maryland ones.
Yeah, Turpin.
Turp.
Whoa, what?
He's a
A
That's
turtle.
racist.
Turp.
turtle basically.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I think you start people early in the season, especially with teams that are not into form. Hopefully he plays well. Maybe get his value up a little bit and then try to train him.
Who?
People. I mean, I think it's a great time to start him early because a lot of teams are not in great form yet. If he has a couple good showings, maybe get his value up, maybe then take him off, and that way he hasn't had any bad showings and try to get some value back from him. Because
I think that's where we're going after.
Or you
Franco.
cut your losses.
Especially, yeah, I was about to say, especially if we're going after Franco.
I mean, it's the perfect time to put him in because
You know what?
teams are not in form.
You know this game is taking a while. Final thoughts on this game before we get to these questions.
It's the first game of the season. It was on the road.
I'm not worried.
It was a game at 3:30 in the afternoon their time, 12:30.
I thought it was 2:30. 2:30.
2:30 their time.
I'm just making more time.
12:30 in our time. It's not a common time to play football when you're playing in Southern California. You mentioned this off the field when I told you that I took Colorado over DC in that Predict 6, that I picked a traveling team on the road for the season opener. That's what we were today.
Yeah.
Yep.
And if it wasn't for Bingham being out of position and people being out of position, we would have easily won 1-0.
So,
I do want
so-
before you. I want to say something about that. Though.
No.
Before
Sorry,
you guys,
Chewy,
I
sorry,
want to
sorry.
say something about that. I think that goal came because of the fact that we had the pew and people being there in the first time in a real game. I think if they were
No, that was all people. He was completely out of position.
but even Bingham came out knowing that the pew was gonna come in and fucking do that slide
I
tackle.
cannot accept it.
So it was just the fact that those two were in the back in the first time. I think that's why the goal came.
Okay.
Because if Bingham would have known, like, yo, the pew's gonna go, I'm gonna stay, then he wouldn't have went.
Not just that. Like, okay, fuck Houston, but you don't give any credit to the finish at all.
No, I don't. I
No.
do not. Fuck no.
He put it dead in the middle of the
Yes.
goal.
That's
something-
crossbody.
that's
You know what a
something that's-
crossbody finish looks like?
Not like that.
Watch it again. Watch it again.
Crossbody as a forward,
Yeah,
which
that's-
is what he is. You
yes.
should have put his second post.
Crossbody. No, that's
You should have put a second
No,
post.
that's your favorite. You go.
You should have
favorite.
put his second post the way Bingham came out.
All right, whatever. All right, so
Moving on.
you guys,
On your favorite foot.
That's
Moving
why.
on.
That's why you guys don't score.
I don't.
Oh my god! You score one banger in 5 seasons, and all of a
For
sudden you're a
real,
goal
all of
scorer.
a sudden, Uncle Eddie's done. Nah.
That's more bangers than you ever scored.
That's not
Hey.
true. That's not true, and you've been there.
You hit one from the outside of the
That's
box.
not
I
true,
remember
you've
that
been
shit.
Yeah,
With
that-
the white boots. Damn.
Yeah.
and then one with the red boots.
I got you, bro. I got you, boo.
I know.
I got you.
Whatever.
Anyway,
fam. anyways,
Ali.
best goal ever scored. Thanks for the assist, Benny. Remember that one? Yeah. FC Formula plays 8:30 every time at Garber
Thoughts?
High School.
Tomorrow,
Fellas,
everybody.
Thoughts on the game? Final thoughts on the game?
So I was asked before this game, putting my bias aside, putting my Galaxy fandom aside, what I thought. I said we would be lucky to get out of there with a draw. And that's exactly what happened. And I think as good as we played this first half, I think we were lucky to get out of there with that draw.
Facts.
I do not concur. I think we played good enough to get a draw. I do.
Tough to concur.
I do.
It is.
I do think we played good enough to get a draw because our play was inconsistent. It wasn't bad. I think it was very inconsistent. I think there's a lot of there are positives to build, and there obviously there are a lot of negatives as well.
That's a lot of positives.
And I do notice, just looking at all these games, that he did make a lot of subs in the 79th, 78th minute. So I should have said like 75.
Oh,
you
shit.
You owe him a
No, but no.
Anyway.
I'm still halfway through, and I already have 4. So one more.
It's okay.
Um,
I think from this game, there's more positives to look forward to than negatives that need correcting.
maybe because I stand where I'm at because I said I think we're kind of trash. When I say kind of trash, I legitimately feel we're 1 or 2 pieces away from like it taking us over the line, you know. And it felt that way today. Jonah didn't play today.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
We were missing some key
Yeah,
starters
but
today.
that's I argue that piece isn't him. I argue still it's the true number 10, which if a Kleshin wasn't 34, she would be the guy. But that piece is missing. You know, that's the guy we want, but at that age, it's like it's not the guy that can do it. So I stand where I'm at. I don't think we're total trash, but I think we're 1 or 2 pieces away
From being trash?
Yeah.
I would say one thing, and you know, not putting excuses, not putting in players that are injured. When I said that, I think, you know, we're positives are looking at it how I'm looking at it because of the past 2 seasons of our form. But if I'm looking at it is, are we playing LA Galaxy ball? No, and we're very far from it.
Yes.
Still, for us to be true title contenders, I still think we are at least 1 element away, and depends on the elements. It might, like I said, be 2 depending on the skill of the element or where the element's placed. But I do think if we want to go back to just traditional LA Galaxy ball, we're still a ways away.
And what is that?
Yes.
It's a type of play where you dictate the game.
Number 10.
you create the chances, and it's not just trying to catch the team on a counterattack, and it's also playing. I'm not saying we've had teams that have had crushing Liverpool last year type defenses, but teams that are more how do I say we're looking for.
Make the diggity fortress.
Yeah, basically, it just cleaner, just more efficient, cleaner, and organized.
I mean, it's the first game. I still have high hopes for our captain.
For all right.
Which
I still have-
captain?
The one that had the ban today.
The people's captain
no,
or
no.
the captain on the field?
The people's captain. He is our captain. But the one that had the ban today, I love the fact that he was walking today.
First of all, why wasn't the people's captain on the field? Tom Smart should be on the field at all times.
Love it.
He didn't make the team.
Yeah, he did not.
Those four didn't make the team.
We do before we go and get our ramen, gentlemen. Gentlemen,
There goes our jokes.
What Tom Smart got? No. Hey, breaking news.
so before we go, all of us go get our ramen. You guys this first time here, so we're gonna let you guys start it off, and you guys get to pick the category. We have 3 awards we like to give out at every game. 1, nag standing player of the game,
Which
is
is
the
your
best,
MVP.
your MVP. Your Geo award, which
Game
is
off.
GIO.
Game is off. It's
award.
not the Giovanni Dos Santos
Yes,
award.
I know.
Your game is.
We have to
off.
apologize to all the Giovanni Dos Santos fans because it was created before. It was.
How about how we call it?
The acronym.
How about we call it the GIO
No,
award?
get the fuck
They
out
were
of here.
taking
No,
the
it's a
ball
Geo
out.
award.
It's the Geo award.
Game
sorry.
is off.
Yes.
With the GIO award.
Game is off. Award.
Yes. You know,
Game is off award.
What's the third one?
and honorable
Honorable
mention. That could be a player. That
Can
could
we
be the
can
coach,
we
that
can
could
we
be the
rename
fans.
that to the
Not today.
either the Robbie Rogers award or the Alan Gordon award,
The honorable mention. I like that. I do like that.
the Gordo award, honorable mention.
But Gordo was.
We'll talk about it.
He
We'll
was
think
a
about it.
fuck-
If you guys have any ideas, hit us up
You
in
know,
the chat.
back in the day, I'm gonna say it.
The McGee award.
Ooh.
We'll talk off the air. So for today, so Naxter award, Nax
Well,
standing player
Nax
award.
standing for-
You
Or-
said I could start with whichever
And if you guys
one.
are in
Yeah,
the chat,
whichever you want.
So I'm gonna start with the. What was that last one?
Uh,
Honorable mention.
Honorable mention.
Honorable mention: the traveling fans.
Oh,
Oh,
The traveling fans put in work. Have you guys seen the social media? Jesus Christ!
Shout
Y'all
out to
fucking
Manny.
tight.
You
Shout out
probably
to
don't listen to
everybody
my
that went
show,
away.
but we work together, so Manny.
Oh, before you go on, don't drink that water out there.
Boil your water.
Too late.
that doesn't fucking fit Michigan, dude.
No.
Honorable
they-
mention.
no,
It was Houston this weekend as well.
Yeah, Houston had some. I seen some IG
Shout
stories.
out to Maddie from Outlaws right here too. But,
Honorable mention.
Honorable mention, I would say, I'm gonna give it to the Bee.
Shout out to
That's a
Rise
good one. That's a
Podcast.
good one. Eduardo.
Oh, my turn. Oh shit! Why'd you point me out?
looking at me?
You know what? I'm gonna give it to Rolf because all the criticism.
Whoa.
Yeah, all the criticism. You know what? And I saw a lot I liked, but I'm not saying I'm in love with it. I don't think he was like fucking.
Wow.
Yeah, I wouldn't say he was the next standing player award.
Is Eddie just trying to get on Daisy's good side?
He
Oh,
is.
God no. God no, Daisy's a homie, but I would not do that to her. I would
Shout out to
not
Daisy.
be.
I fucking
yeah,
love her.
shout out
She's
to Daisy.
tight, bro.
I would not do Daisy like that.
You my boy Blue.
Yeah, it's one game. Relax. Hey, relax. So no. Next standing player award. Sorry, next standing player award. Honorable mention is definitely Rolf Felcher. Those he did a couple slide tackles. I was like, who the fuck is that? I thought it was in Sua for a couple times, and that's no joke. Maybe it was a little buzz because I drink those big ass 40s.
Those 40s put in work.
Yeah, so
I can attest to that.
Brian?
No, wait, hold on.
Honorable
My
mention.
honorable mention goes to Mr. Kevin Kitchen. Perry Kitchen. Perry Kitchen to me,
No surprise there.
unless him scoring a goal, he was my fucking top
yeah, if I
of the
was
fucking game. Perry Kitchen.
Triaso. Honorable mention.
My honorable mention will go to Pavon.
Whoa.
Played
Honorable mention.
Hey man, that's his. It's his.
It is
honorable
his. Fuck you.
My
Fuck you,
honorable
Eddie.
mention, like I said, will go to Pavon.
Eddie,
He had
fuck
a
you.
really good game. He scored. I'm happy for all that.
I'm happy for him.
Yeah, I'm happy for him.
Hey, good for you, Pavon. I hope you do better with your life.
And if you're watching this, please don't hit the dislike
Yeah,
button.
man. Hey, life is worth it, man. Just put the knife
Did
down.
you expect something different from him?
oh, perdón.
Did he over?
He scored.
Did you expect him to score?
Yes.
Exactly.
I also
So he
expected
did-
him to have an
he did
assist.
He did what people expected. Right?
Ah, Chewy's Christ. Anyways, go ahead, Smitty.
Chewy's
So,
Christ.
my honorable
by your
mention-
standards, I better hear a specific name for the Geo Award.
Yeah, seriously, dude.
And it better not be Gio.
My honorable mention, contrary to popular belief, is legit. He is
Oh, you get a cheers for that one. Boo.
Oh.
my guy. My guy. He didn't.
I
have-
love legit. though.
That's
I love
your
legit.
guy, definitely.
I love
in a
legit. though.
in a game where our midfielder was sloppy as hell, where we were playing with a handicapped Sasha Kleshin because he did nothing to help this team win
Hey,
today.
being
or get
34 is
tie.
not a handicap, right?
This is my time. Thank you.
Fuck you.
He is the only player that actually played more than one position. He ran the most. If you look at your little stats and your little heat chart,
I did.
he's the one that ran the most.
He did not. I just seen it.
He's the one that covered the most ground. Pavon coming back to ask for the ball doesn't count. He played on all three phases of the field except that goal. He played two different positions on the field, and besides Benny Corona, he's the only player that got a shot on goal.
Oh.
Well, besides the guy who made
This
the
is an
goal?
honorable mention.
Besides
Well, he didn't score. I'm
What's
saying
the
he
honorable
didn't score.
mention?
Brian, get your honorable mention in.
I already said it. I said kitchen. That's stupid.
Yeah. Spen Bayless. Were you born a hater or did you become one? Was it nature or nurture? You know?
Spend Bayless.
I'm not hating on
Ben
nobody.
Bayless.
I didn't hate. I didn't,
Hashtag shit, everybody.
expect-
Everybody spend Bayless.
Ben Bayless. Hashtag. Hey, next word,
Hashtag
Alex.
spend Bayless.
Pick
my
the
guy.
next word.
My guy.
You said
I'm changing my Twitter handle.
spin.
Spend Bayless.
I'm
Hell
choosing
yeah.
I changed. That's a good one. Dude.
Yeah.
We're gonna do the Geo Award. And mine goes.
Mr. Smiley
mine goes
Spade.
to. It's gonna go to Katai
Your what? Sorry.
Geo word.
The
Gio
Gio
award.
Game is off award.
Game is off award.
because I thought his game was off. He was. They think he was awful. No, but his game was off.
Yes.
That's what we call it, the Geo award. We're not trying to hate on nobody. It's just your game,
Just
was
game
off
is
today,
awful.
Yeah. Zlatan has won a few here, by the way. Especially Chewy. Chewy hands them to him every week. that fool, check it out. That fool's not even a team. Chewy's about to fucking give it to him right now. Watch. Go ahead.
We're following the trend. I'm gonna get rid of Chicha.
Cop out, but yeah, I'll take it.
Not a shot at target. You're the main man. You're the striker brought in to score the goals. To fucking yes, you pull a few players here and there to open up spaces, but that's not what you were brought in for.
I think.
That's exactly what he was.
You were brought in to score goals.
No.
You were.
Can I say something about that, dude?
How is your number 9 not brought in to score goals?
I'm gonna say something about that though. Minor Figueroa has faced them a lot in the CONCACAF region. Period. Honduras versus Mexico.
Nah.
Minor
do you
Figueroa
mean,
knows
nah?
how the fuck how he plays.
Okay.
That's why he
Goes the
shut
other
him
way,
down.
too.
Well,
You're talking-
shouldn't that go both ways?
Exactly.
If Chicha's played Minor Figueroa so many times, he should know
Exactly.
the
First
type of play he does,
First
how
competitive
to
game
get
in
around
MLS.
him.
Not if you look at the stats of Mexico versus Honduras.
Yes, Honduras has had a better game versus Mexico.
Look,
I
than
think it's- I
any
think it's-
Central America or
his-
any Caribbean.
his-
Off topic.
His game
Yes,
was off.
it is.
His game was off today. His game was off.
I respect your opinion, but
Which is
off
shout out
topic,
to George from Straight
off
from the
topic,
Tank.
I may be wrong about this, but I believe it's Honduras and Costa Rica and CONCACAF that have the best record against Mexico.
Yeah, those are facts. I just think Minor had a good game against him.
Those are important facts.
Chicha's
If I'm correct, I believe
I'm
it
gonna
was
drop this-
Honduras and Costa Rica that have the best record
drop
against
some
Mexico.
sirens. Bam, 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 bam.
Qualifiers.
Chicha's scoring 2 goals in the home opener. Bam, bam,
And I
bam, bam,
believe
bam.
I believe that came during 2 years ago when we tied Mexico in El Azteca, and ESPN came out with that fact where we were getting closer, but Honduras and Costa Rica were still best against Mexico.
Chewy. Geo award.
My Joe Award will go to Sasha. Sasha was just Not that
Good
good.
answer. Good answer.
I'm gonna just already concur with
Yeah.
with Chewy.
I'll be too.
If you watch the game and you don't concur, then I don't know what the fuck you were
that's,
watching.
that's the guy. If you never knew if he was gonna start or not, and
He did not look like a starter.
yeah, he did not look like a
Today
starter.
he looked 34 years old.
I don't give up on him,
I don't either.
but it's just
Today.
we're talking about game is awful.
Today. When it counted.
And before Brian goes, we actually have some recommendations for the I guess Geo Award. We have
You mean the Limtrini Award?
Limdrini Award. We
Oh
have
shit! I like that one.
the
Hey, how about this?
the
How about this
Jurgen
one?
Award.
How about how about the Keep Dreaming Award?
Hey, fo, let's go with the chat.
Bit of a stretch. We have Mauricio Mejia suggesting the Michael Ciani Award. As far as the
The
honorable
Michael Ciani.
Who with that one? That was good.
Mauricio Mejia. As far as the honorable mention, Robert Rios is saying Isua would be his honorable mention.
How about
Yes,
on,
yes.
How about on time out. So how about on the we go just by like these like bizarre fucking salaries year by year. So this will be the Jurgen Award this year.
Say that again.
So we go year by year. So the one like that we bought off or traded would be the Jurgen Award.
What was your honorable mention, bro?
I tried. Anyways, keep
You
going.
did try. No, we're on the.
Honorable mention.
No, Gio.
No, we're on the Gio.
Award.
Sorry.
I'm gonna concur with Chewy's statement that Sasha, as much as I do like him, and you guys know that I'm a big Sasha fan.
What the fuck we do?
Yeah, I've always told you guys that I've always thought
hey.
he was a good player.
My guy,
Like, he
this
is a good player.
This is news to me.
He is a good player. I've always thought he was a good player. Today he looked 34.
I know.
He is. He looked like shit today.
Shit, I knew about Bobby Wood for Sasha. That shit just news to
Oh,
me.
boy. Well, let me start off the
Sasha looked like shit.
the NAC Standing Player Award. I mean, it's just a given.
Unanimous.
It's a given.
Unanimous.
It's the guy whose team this is.
Chico Pavon.
I said it since the DC game last season that
Chico Pavon, boludo.
it was no longer Zlatan's team.
Llegó Pavon,
It's
boludo.
Pavon's team. If this guy isn't, functioning on all cylinders, we will suffer this season. If he goes down,
Shout out
we
to
will
Massa
suffer
for the
this
Llegó
season.
Pavon.
If he doesn't create or score goals, we will suffer this season.
Yep.
It's no question, no bold prediction that this guy should be MVP, if not of our team, of the league.
Right.
And that's Christian Pavon.
Facts. I think that's unanimous all
I
around.
want to hear
If I could, I would drop the mic, but
Do we even have to go around?
We don't.
Do
I
we
think,
have to
I
go
think that's
around?
it.
I want to hear Chewy. I want to hear Chewy's.
That's not yours?
I want to hear Chewy's. Chewy
wait.
Chewy had the honorable mention.
Oh
of
no,
Pavon.
no, Alex has one too.
Alex has one? Or
Okay. my fault.
You know, I hate to go against you, but it's Pavon.
You know what? I think it is.
And for all the reasons that you didn't say, I'm saying right now. Everything you didn't say, I'm saying. You know, it's a hard game to call like give somebody the most outstanding award because I felt like everybody was just right at the cusp of being outstanding. No one was there.
Right.
Like nobody was there. But I do think that was a fucking golazo.
Yep.
And that's already going to strike, like, plays like that, and the goal he made in the preseason is going to start to strike fear in the hearts of defenders. And now you're going to have two players that's going to need to pull defenders off. You're going to have Chicha and Pavon, and pretty soon it's going to be who do we double, who do we guard. The more he keeps making outstanding goals, the more he keeps making highlight plays, the more it's going to open up for us to be able to do the three-headed monster. But we need Katai to actually figure out his role and play that role.
I 100% agree with you. I concur. Cachimbong.
all right, so real quick, let's take it over to Chewy because Chewy somehow does not agree with the rest of us.
I'm surprised. For
I
that.
want to hear this.
I need to hear this.
Questions are coming up next, so if Chewy says something stupid, just relax.
If it's
We'll get
Gio,
into
we're
it.
going to power bar you through his table. Just
Seriously.
letting you know.
Look,
And I'm gonna, by the way, before he says anything, I'm gonna do my best to back him up.
I love you, Chewy.
I'm gonna
but-
do my best.
I love you, Chewy, but
I'm gonna do my best.
I just hope he says Sasha now.
So I mean, I did give Pavon my honorable mention because he played really good. I mean, I understand why you guys go with Pavon as the best player. To me, I expect him to be the best player. So if he shows anything less than that, he gets a Gio. If he shows a lot more, then I'll give him the award. But he showed as much as I expected him to show. He showed one goal.
Interesting.
As much as I expect him to do in a game.
Benny cost him an assist. Sorry,
Hell
just
yeah.
wanted to throw that out.
No,
there.
Benny tried. It
Yeah,
didn't go in.
no.
There was
He's
3 defenders.
backing you up.
Yeah, there was 3 defenders. He tried. I mean, Benny's not the goal scorer. He tried. Effort.
So
But I'll give my my next standing award to Felcher. Big difference.
that's easy for me.
He was a different player. He played a lot different than he normally does.
I can't even disagree with that.
Actually, that's easy for me too.
Yeah, I can't even disagree with that.
Nothing to complain on the side.
He didn't cost us a goal.
Defense was the
Yeah.
worst problem last year.
Bro, are we kind of agreeing with Felcher kind of being the fucking next?
No, the fuck we're not.
Yeah, you're not.
You are.
Okay, I don't have to back up my case.
Is there?
Yeah. He asked me a question.
Hey,
No, the fuck we're not.
hey,
We are divided now.
we're gonna be Daisy's favorite podcast after today, by the way. So
Nah.
yeah.
I don't
Shout
know.
out to
Maybe
Daisy.
some of you guys want Pound to,
Hey, what we say about
Hey.
fucking inside jokes?
If you want to give Rolf a gold star for not making mistakes or A for effort, cool. But I mean, are we lowering our bar to give him the? Are we not obviously?
I'm comparing.
Okay,
To what the award
last
is.
year to what he did today.
okay. I can accept that. That I can. That's fine. And obviously so what you're saying is now you're judging him by his performance. So now we expect him to come and keep this going. Okay, that I can take.
All right, so question time.
So you heard it here first. Being average gets you a next standing award.
Well,
It's not about. I think it's expectation. of-
Ralph Felcher, look up for DHL.
And to
Your
go
award is coming.
to Chewy's point, Eric Barrientos is saying that he doesn't know. It's pretty hard to argue that he had a good game. I'm not hating on the dude at all, but I'm just hoping something changes. I'm not sure if he's talking about Felcher or if he's talking about Pavon.
or Chicha.
But I mean, what Chewy said is kind of true too. Pavon didn't have an all-around good game,
He just
but
scored.
he was still our best player overall.
He's
I
our best
think.
player every game. It
He
doesn't
wa-
matter what
he
game
was
we're playing.
who he thought he was.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Oh yes.
Well, let's get to these questions and comments, actually. From Instagram, because that's the only spot I posted it on. So, Jose Salg. My body is ready for March 7th.
No, it's not.
It is not.
You better not come to our kegger.
No, nobody's
That is
bo-
the
no-
this is the where it comes.
nobody's body's ready for that opener.
Where are y'all fellas sitting at the home opener?
He got me really drunk on my birthday. He's the one with the
Hey, shout out to Jose. Where are we sitting at the home opener?
I hope nobody from the front office is listening, but I always do the same thing. I like to chase the goals. I like to see my team score in front of me. So ACB first half, ACB first half.
You mean Victoria Block first half?
No, ACB first half specifically. I'm trying to, let them know where I'm gonna be at least.
I'll
And
be in
then,
Victoria Block first half.
I like to fuck my women and drink my beer with the Riot Squad second half.
Hell yeah.
Unless for some reason
So
Vancouver.
We don't say that anymore?
You guys don't say that anymore?
Like I said, hold on. First of all, I didn't say they said it. I just said that I like to fuck my women and drink my beer. So whether they say it or not, it's what I like to do. And unless Vancouver plays the fucking dick roll and wins the coin toss and flips it around, first half Victoria Block ACB, second half Riot Squad for me.
Women like in plural? Do you have a harem or is it like it's a couple or is it a party? Are we all invited?
I am happily taken by
Are y'all
one
invited?
female. Born a female, raised a female,
Does
and
she-
identifies as a female.
Does she have friends?
She
Can her
doesn't-
friends
I don't
get
allow
with-
her to have friends.
Okay, with my friends and they can be friends? Can they do this every weekend?
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
Ooh, that's a dumbass song too, though. Damn.
I can get my friends, you can get your friends, and we could just
I will be
meet,
sitting.
meet at the bar around too, man.
I will be sitting in section 129, row C, C20, and 19. If you want to come and yell at my cousin Will or say hi to me, feel free to.
Hey, next time bring Will, bro.
Well,
I'm gonna
Yeah.
talk to him right now. Hey, Mahe, Kaele.
I'll bring him next time.
This time is tummy time for him. So.
Yeah, he has a baby. But
ass, bro.
as long as we get let him know a couple days in advance, I'm sure he'll make it.
Mario.
We'll put him on the live so that. His
By the way, if anybody has an extra ticket for next game, I'm actually looking for two.
Yeah, it's tickets are hard to come by.
I'm pretty sure I can find one the day of. It's just if I can lock one down before, that'd be nice.
At LARiotSquad.org, I think
Sold
there's still
out.
tickets available.
Sold out.
Sold out.
So everything's sold out.
Everything's
let's be
sold out.
honest.
All right. Well,
Where are you gonna sit at, Mario?
As always, you can find me at the Lars Tailgate and sitting in section 138, drinking my women, fucking my beer, or something like that.
I'll accept both.
Hey,
I'll accept both.
Hey,
You let him be.
try
sir.
it. Try it.
Have you ever tried it? That's right. Shut up.
Drink your women?
How about you, Chewy?
What about me?
Are you gonna sit anywhere in particular
Yeah, Chewy, are you gonna drink your women?
and fuck your Eddie?
Whoa, what?
Oh, beer.
I'm right here. I can hear him. I didn't react to him. Give it to
Man.
me, jerk.
Go ahead, Chewy. Where are you gonna
Give it
drink
to
your
me,
beer?
Yo. Give it to me.
Where are you gonna drink your beer inside the stadium? Because outside of the stadium, you have a keg.
Yeah,
We do
definitely
have a
outside
keg.
the stadium. We're gonna be on the Lars side where
Yes.
we usually post up every year.
Yep.
Inside the stadium, I will be first half usually in Lars, second half, at least part of the second half in Victoria Block. I roam around.
So you don't like to chase the goal?
A what?
You don't like to chase the goal?
Well, because I start off in Lars for sure, and then from there I go say hi to everybody in
Yeah, sweet.
Victoria Block over there.
We usually talk
Yeah.
Victoria Block first, and then
Sweet.
Oh, yeah, I do it the other way.
See, that's why you fools are fucking sexy. Eddie?
It's okay.
All right, cool. Like up for it.
I'm gonna be with you. I hope.
That's what's up.
Damn.
Hey, if you want on the second half, I'll trade you Will for Eddie
Down.
and a player to be named later.
Sucks for him, huh? Uncle Eddie second half.
Sucks for you.
Preseason, so pregame. Look for the blue.
White and gold?
The
Oh.
blue Easy Up in Lars section, and I'll be grilling some meats and cheeses, special cheeses. Everybody loves meats and cheeses, and we'll have cervezas if you guys want to bring your keg around. Mario will be making palomas.
Ooh,
Yeah,
kind
and,
of palomas.
And
Don't tease me with a good time.
Jamie will probably.
I'll start.
Jamie will probably be cursing the name of Jordan Morris all around.
Well, fuck Jordan Morris.
What
I
are some
think-
other
I got
questions,
you, girl.
Ryan? Because I have one to end this.
Actually,
I
we have
one
a couple
that's-
statements.
I have one that's gonna, pull a cord for
that
everybody.
one. Statement. Bing them out. I do not agree.
bing them out.
No.
Time for memo.
No bing him up.
No,
because
what the fuck?
You're in MLS.
No.
You're just talking about monies here. You're talking about.
No,
Bing
yet.
him, dude. Bingham didn't play back game.
Spend an international slot on a goalie, not yet.
Moving on.
I don't feel Bingham had a
Next.
game.
Moving on.
Anyway, Adam Serrano, shout out. The Pew is on playing time,
Yeah, absolutely.
which
That's his spot to
he
lose.
had a great showing.
It's his spot to lose.
It's.
I agree.
I think it's more of his spot.
No, it is,
Yeah,
it is,
we'll
it
just
is.
go with that. It's just. I don't know.
From M Mejia, 1189. Is Bingham's dope assist canceled out by the out of position that he got?
No.
Scored on?
Nah, of course not. That's a great assist. He was aware where the man was open and he gave it to him.
Which is one of the complaints that we did have about him not being
Yeah,
able to
but the
distribute.
problem is that that's the
On
only one. He
on the
seems-
flip coin, does that assist make up for that fucking shitty out of position that cost us
No,
the 3 points?
absolutely not.
Because
Because what we had said earlier, it was a 50-50.
I'd rather he stay in position and block that goal than being the person that assisted on a goal. Because we can't depend. We should be able to depend on him staying in his
All right,
position
all right, so
rather than him assisting every game.
so you would rather take a 0-0 with no Bingham mistake over a 1-1 with a Bingham assistant and mistake?
I'd rather take a 0-0
Okay.
on the
Either
road.
way-
On the road, yeah.
No. But see, at the end of the day, it's
No.
1 point.
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to-
I agree with Spenny. I would take a clean sheet on the road
Listen to
over
what
a
I'm-
Bingham mistake.
Listen to what I'm saying. Game in and game out, do you expect Bingham to give you an assist?
No.
No. Do you expect him to be in position?
Yes.
Okay.
A
Yes.
piece of shit, huh?
Well, send me the address, cutie, for Eddie.
Oh, 9605
One-
Hunt Ave.
123 Fake Street.
Oh no, that's
Albertinho Morales.
Oh, that was Adam. All right, thanks, man.
Will Jonah help provide passes for Chicharito to score?
who?
Will Jonah help provide passes for Chicharito to
Help
score?
provide? Yes. Provide them?
No.
No.
Pavon can score all on his own. Those are facts. We just discussed that.
Yeah, those are facts.
Mufasa 420121. Katai sucks. No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
Did he suck this game? Maybe.
Maybe too early.
Why he get pulled?
His game was off.
Yeah.
His game was off. He got pulled because he had a yellow card, and that's the normal sub that GBS does.
Yes. Let's leave it at that.
Mufasa. Tight. Ruben Yescas. What's up with Cobra?
Katai.
Yeah.
Just give him a couple.
Yeah,
give him
give him a
time.
couple games. Give him time.
Yeah, you can't judge players off of one game.
Yeah, just give him time.
I mean, he did have a whole preseason. as
Close
well.
it out, Spenny. What's that question?
Wait. We got two more. We got two more.
We got a couple more.
According to Jose _Salg, Jose Salg, I guess I got cut Mario off. Second time he messes up saying flip coin.
Coin flip.
Coin flip.
Dipshit.
Damn. Both of you guys. Damn, cut off Alex, please.
It says hashtag flip coin.
Did I even say flip?
You keep saying flip coin.
So it's
Es
not me, right?
Fuser 84. We need a box-to-box cam. With the the role of the box is not a cam. The role of a
It's
box
not.
cam is a CM.
Say it again.
But-
Repeat it. Sorry, I didn't catch
We
it.
need a box-to-box cam.
That's
We
Jonah.
don't. We don't.
That's Jonah.
No, we don't.
What we need is a cam.
An attacking center, man. We don't need him box to box.
No, we
No,
don't.
no. If he's saying we need a box to box, we have Jonah. If we need a cam, yeah, I agree with
No,
that.
what I think
He's saying a cam.
a
that's
cam
box
that
to
could go
box.
box to box, which
We don't need that.
the cam role doesn't do that.
That's illogical. A
Yeah.
cam does not go back to the fin.
We love it, brother, but that's not the one we need. We do need a cam. I believe we do.
Yeah, a legitimate cam.
But
yes.
we do have a box to box CM, which is Yona El Capi dos Santos.
And online, I lost it because it reloaded. But somebody was asking if we expect Jonah by next week.
I hope
think,
so.
I think GBS
I
came out.
fucking hope so.
I think GBS came out saying that it was just a matter of him getting back into the groove of things. So
Was it?
out of the next week, I don't think it's out of the question.
Yeah, I think he'll be back for. The
I would.
opener.
It's okay with that. I would want him to, but if it's not necessary for him to do that, don't. Because I think Perry Kitchen played great in that position where Jonah's playing. Not as the box to box, but for him to be that CDM, to give maybe Jonah some rest, for him to fucking play other games, I wouldn't mind that.
What about you still start Kitchen, let him do the dirty work,
And have Jonah instead of Legit?
and you put Jonah and Legit. We also
Instead of
we,
Kleshta?
we also Sasha was off, right? You also Sasha was off, so you bet.
But Sasha's a better cam, though.
Well, if we're gonna look forward to next week, we're facing Vancouver. Vancouver
Well, what
doesn't.
the-
Well, let
Talk
me,
about it right now.
let me, Vancouver doesn't play too much down the middle. You can legitimately start with legit Corona and Kitchen, and if by the 70th, 78th, 79th minute
74th.
you have the lead, you can reinforce your defense and bring in Jonah and take out either Benny Corona or Legit to have a solid 2 defensive mids. You still get Jonah his playing time to get into the groove of thing if he's not 90-minute ready, and you still protect your lead and hopefully come out with 3 points in a season opener where the Naxters are going to have a cake.
Oh, did you guys hear that? Did you guys hear that the Naxos are going to have a cake?
I heard that.
Hey, the
we're aiming
Naxos
for
are going to
Modelo.
have a cake.
Ah, shit. Hold on.
Modelo.
Hold on. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
I heard there's gonna be 2 kegs floating around home opener.
Hey, you guys know what time it's happening?
What time?
Modelo time. Modelo time.
Any more questions, Brian? Because I got one.
One more.
I got one.
The Pew starts next game with Steris.
I would hope so.
I wouldn't be mad at it.
No.
Yeah, me either.
No.
But
No,
I'm more
no,
concerned
no.
if Stirs is in 90-minute
Yeah.
shape.
And he's not.
I don't think Stairs is
And
ready
he's
to
not.
start.
No,
That's-
no,
that's,
no. The Pew does
The
start
Pew.
because you don't want to waste a sub on a center back that didn't.
Oh no, yeah. It's just whether people gets replaced by Stirs.
You keep starting people. Hopefully, he does good, and so we can sell him. Come on. Like,
Well, he
let's
didn't
get
do
him
bad
nice
this
I
and
had
game.
no bad. No,
He didn't do bad this game.
He didn't
Yeah.
do bad this game. Okay.
We gotta get his reputation up.
All right.
The scoreline was 1-1 because of people too.
All right.
Okay, I'm just saying.
It's not because of people.
We already-
we
we-
just discussed this. 50.
We just
hey,
talk-
fool,
we
we
just
just had a whole
agreed
fucking
that it
show
was
about that shit.
fucking Bingham's fault. Remember?
I said 50-50.
Where you at?
I said 50-50.
All right, go ahead. What's
Where you
your
at?
closeout?
I said 50-50. My closeout for even people on the chat. How does everybody feel about the captain's ban going
We kinda did
to
this already.
Chicharito?
Hey,
Did we?
fool, what
I don't
the-
think we did.
We did it in the midweek.
I don't think we did.
Nah.
But we have a live audience of
Yes.
27 people.
With
We
how many
have-
likes though? How many likes? I don't want to
We
get how many
have
likes we got,
two
though?
guests here.
How many likes
Yes.
you got there, Brian?
We have 19 people.
How many likes?
Oh, likes 3.
Uh,
We don't have enough time to hear Mario's answer for this
Right.
question.
I'll start it off. I said it before. I wouldn't be surprised. Jonah doesn't have, and the Jet doesn't have, and Steris doesn't
have it.
have those like captain personalities. Like
What is,
Chicharito stands
what's a captain personality for you?
like just standing in front. Like okay, we seen Jonah be captain, and fortunately for him, they've been wins, right? And it's kind of like fun, you know, like kind of like touching what Spenny said. He'll be your buddy. It's fun. He's like yeah. But we seen
I agree with you.
we seen Chicharito take the criticism. He's like, hey, like in the way people want to see it, the way the people want to say it, what I feel from the Liga MX media is like, hey, you suck. You came to MLS. What the fuck are you doing here? You failed in Europe. And he's like, hey, you know what? This is the fucking developing league. And, you know, he just... he took it like a champ. You know, he gave all the right answers.
so
and
that automatically makes you captain?
no, he just said he talked about the team, the way he names players. It reminded me a lot of Keane. It might sound stupid, but just naming teams by their name, like, hey, we played against Vancouver, we played against this team. Da, da, da. It just, I don't know.
It's called professionalism.
Yeah.
What Chicha is doing is being a professional. To what Spenny had said in the midweek show, this dude knows how to take interviews. This dude has played for one of the biggest clubs in the world, and he knows how to
Some
interview.
of the biggest clubs.
The biggest club. You're gonna tell me Real Madrid's
Some
not
of
the
them.
biggest club
No,
in the
some
world?
No, they're not. No, they're not.
And he
Some.
Stand up and sit down.
and he still
All right,
know,
let's
he
get
knows
straight.
how to interview.
He was a sub for some of the biggest clubs in the world. Let's get it
Either
right.
way, he comes to this league being the player that he is, having his prestige, quote unquote. How are you not gonna captain this dude? On top of that, today he was very vocal. Very vocal. Not to be, he wasn't being vocal to be a dick. He was being vocal to fucking pump his team up. Jonah is not that. He is the fun guy. He is like, yo, what's up, homie? Like, let's go fucking, you know, blah, blah, blah. Let's have a fucking good laugh. Chicha is gonna tell you, yo, you're fucking up. Let's fucking get it. Like, not in the dick way. He's gonna be like, yo, let's fucking push it up. Like he did today.
Jonah is your lead by example kind of captain, where he's gonna fucking give you your everything, show you how you do it, not fucking tell you how to do it.
But that doesn't necessarily translate to for you to have the captain's band. Sometimes when you have that band, you need somebody to tell you, hey, wake the fuck up. Let's get this shit as your fucking equal, not as your fucking...
To touch on that, because...
Not as your fucking superior, as your equal. Like, yo, let's get this shit.
To touch on that, like what I said about interviews, Chicha's the guy. If you go home, like you're Jonah, let's not even use Jonah. You're Bingham, you're fucking Depew, because you don't get interviewed for it. You go home, and
You
Jonah
sleep, or
Jonah won't talk about you, but I guarantee you, Chicha talks maybe not directly to you, but as a team. He's like, hey, you know what, so and so happened. We fucking took the loss. We did it as a team. You know.
But here's what we could do. We could do different.
Yeah.
As a leader, that I think what he showed today, just being vocal in the second half, in those last minutes where there was that free kick that he tried to push everybody up, and he looked fucking frustrated because nobody was listening to him. That's what a captain does. Dude, like, yo, pump everybody up, grab them by the fucking nuts, like, yo, let's fucking go. Not as your superior, as your equal. That's what he showed today to me. Even if we don't want him to be our captain, because I think Jonah's our captain.
By the way, yeah, Jonah, I love Jonah, and I'm not saying he's not a cap. He's not capable of being a captain, but you were just talking about comparisons, and what I can see, I think Chicha is the better fit as a captain.
Just because of that, his.
I'm sorry. I know. I feel like I just tore Jonah a new one. I should have said that.
No. I love Jonah. I love Jonah.
All right,
Jonah's my guy.
One more question about the captaincy. Is it something that should be given or earned? Because it was given to Chicha. I don't think he's earned it yet. You earned that captaincy on the field. You earn it on the field. You do not earn it in the fucking preseason or after one game. That was given to him.
See, I disagree with that, because what if a player is our best fucking player of the year and then he leaves? Like, it should be earned in the preseason. It should be who's showing most. I always thought so, but that's because I'm an American. I'm used to American sports, and that's how you do it in American sports.
Right.
I didn't give a fuck about the captaincy till this last year, and it's because a lot of my friends made great points about what the captain means in football, soccer, and the culture. Now, the way I see it overall is the captain's gonna go down with the ship, and if this team fails, Chicha's gonna get blamed, not Jonah. I mean, I didn't like Jonah as a player until last year. I thought he was garbage in the whole life.
It's his opinion.
What?
Leave him alone.
And that last year, he changed my mind. I think he does.
Right.
Now, if you're talking about deserve it as player for what they did, Jonah. If the captain means this is the person who's going to represent us, whether we win or lose, this is the person who has to take the blunt of the criticism. It's going to be Chicha either way. So let's put it on his back because no one's going to blame Jonah if we fucking fail.
Yeah, because we all like him. Sometimes the villain and the hero is probably
We
the same
all
person,
like him?
and that's the captain.
We all like him.
That's the captain.
99.9% of us like him.
And we did a poll. We did a poll on Instagram, and for the majority, well, not majority, it was kind of split, 54, whatever it was. It said that Chicha did deserve the captaincy.
Hey, the captain of the Titanic wasn't the guy who steered into the iceberg, but he died with that motherfucker anyway.
You know what I mean?
That's out of the bad.
Bang.
You guys done?
So again, we will be having a kegger
Yes.
next week.
Yes.
No, we already know what you.
We know what you said. We heard it in the midweek.
All right.
Midweek, last week, first week, last day of the week.
So am I going or am I not going?
Dale. A ver, quiero.
First of all, a captain's ban is not supposed to be earned on the field for what you've done for a club, because a leadership role doesn't come naturally to everybody. Your play doesn't equal leadership. It doesn't equal you holding a player accountable on your team. If you look at footage that the Galaxy puts out, you see Jonah in the role of a big brother, somebody that's going to pull you aside, joke around with you, not necessarily correct you in a hard way to criticize you to become better. He's going to find the nicest way to tell you that you fucked up, which is not what you need when you're a professional.
Yep.
You need somebody who's going to call you out on your shit,
Yep.
show you how you can get better, and if not, tell you how you can get better. Jonah is our
You
engine.
don't need a
He
button.
is a great spark. If you want to look for somebody to motivation, you look at him and you try to match his intensity.
Yep.
But to hold somebody accountable, Jonah's not that player. Our best captain, in my opinion, since I've been watching the Galaxy, like I'm talking about every game, every minute, has been Robbie Keane. And Robbie Keane did not earn that captain's ban like the way you guys are talking about. He earned that captain's ban because it doesn't matter if you were Landon Donovan, if you were David Beckham, it doesn't matter if you were Bruce Arenas. If he didn't agree with you to a point where it made the team better, he would tell you on the field, in front of anybody, in front of everybody, and didn't mind taking the hits as a captain should.
But-
This team, if we lose, it's Chicha's fault. If
Okay.
we win, it's Chicha's fault.
And he'll take that blame. I feel that he looks like the guy that he'll take that
you
blame.
want somebody that's
Okay, you just. When was Robbie given the armband? Was it his first year? Was it his game?
No, yeah, we
And
understand that.
That's my only argument. That's my argument with,
And it's a legit one, though. It
with
is.
Chicha. It was given to him. It was given.
to Robbie Keane.
No, to Chicha.
Let me throw this.
Robbie was not captain his first year.
Yeah, he wasn't.
But
You're saying he didn't earn it. He earned it. Like,
But see, let me
Oh,
throw
he
this
said
out there.
that the same
What
way.
if? What if?
and he
what
earned
if-
it. He earned it in a different way, but he earned it.
What
He
if
showed
he-
that he was the captain of that team.
What
But
if
he showed it-
GPS
he
did
showed-
come to Jonah and say, "Hey, I'm gonna give you the captain badge," and he said no?
That's true.
Give
We
it to-
we
give it
don't
to
know
my
that.
boy.
We
But
don't
he
know
showed
that.
it. He showed it in a way where he
But he showed it.
expressed.
He showed it.
He expressed a sense of leadership,
Yeah.
not
And those
a sense of
roster-
leadership where you can hold a player accountable, not because you think you're better than him, but because you know your actions are actually going to improve his game. One thing that Robbie Keane did very well is he made the players around him better. And if you want a perfect example of that, he made Zardes relevant to the league.
Yeah.
And as much as people don't
Zardes
want to
won
recognize,
championships with us, bro.
as much as people don't want to recognize it, Chicha's not here to score 25, 30, 35 goals a season. He's here to score maybe 15 to 22 goals, provide spacing for players like Pavon and Qatar. He's not
Facts.
here to be Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Nope.
He's here to be the face of the franchise, which he's done really well.
He has.
He holds this team to a high standard. He holds himself to a high standard. But one thing that he's preached through almost every interview is what? I'm not better than nobody.
We're all
I'm
equals.
here. I'm
We're
here to
team.
work,
Hell yeah.
and I'm here to be the best player I can.
That's a captain, homie.
Jonah. If you look at his interviews, it's the same personality as if you go talk to him as a fan. He's very laid back. He'll
Yeah.
joke with you, but it's hard to take somebody like Bryant. If you
I'm
ever see
not
if
a
you ever see
captain.
if you ever see Brian play, Brian is our engine when we play on any team because he doesn't give up. He plays offense. He plays defense. He gives you 100%.
And I will follow him to war any day.
But Brian will not be your leader.
I'm not a
Brian
dick.
cannot be a leader to pump you up to do what you're supposed to do.
I can.
If Brian's walking into a brick wall, I'm walking into a brick wall next to you.
See, but what I'm
If
saying.
somebody's yelling at me, go fucking run into a brick wall.
No,
I'm like,
it's
fuck you.
different.
But I won't be the
but
first one to yell at you.
Yeah, but not everybody reacts the way you do. I'm the
But
type of person
difference-
that needs to be told what
okay,
to do.
that's a good example, right? So you're saying that you would follow Brian through a brick wall. The leader that you need is the leader that hits the wall and turns around and says, "No, you don't need to hit the wall. I already got you.
Oh.
This is what you need to do to go over the wall and be better than me, or make us better as a team.
That's
it.
Let me give you a boost so you don't have to run into this wall, and I'll put you over.
That's it.
That's
the
Chicha.
difference.
That's Chicha.
That's the difference.
I have one question though, and not about who should be captain. Is do you think for the team, for the people on the first team, that this is a thing for them right now? Like, do they care? Like, even for Chicha and Jonah, do you think that this is like a issue, or
To
do you
be
think they don't give a fuck?
To be honest, I think it was
team
a
discussion.
mutual
Yeah.
discussion where Jonah was just like, he
And
should
this is
have it.
this is what thing that Jonah's the one that makes it easy for everybody to follow him. He's like, yes, because everybody, I'm pretty sure before Chicha came in, everybody was like, yo, Jonah's our guy. But once he got that captain,
still my guy.
Captaincy, he's like, yo, yes.
He's still my guy.
If everybody sees that Jonah's like giving him the okay and fucking, yo, this is the guy, everybody's gonna be like, okay,
He's
that's
still
the
my guy. He's still my guy. And even an example today, when did you see Jonah do that last season in any of the 34 games plus the playoffs where he was telling people where to get into position and like yelling at them like, what the
No.
fuck are you doing? Get into position.
Jonah just played hard as fuck, and we love him for it. And everybody's gonna follow that footstep. But it's not somebody that's gonna, like he said, like he's not like yell at you, like, yo, get your shit together. Now he's gonna be like, hey, yo, what's up? And then laugh at you, crack a joke and shit. Like, you need sometimes in those professional levels, you need somebody, yo, what the fuck are you doing?
I love Jonah,
Get
though,
your
man.
fucking shit. Yeah, we all
love
do.
Jonah.
We all do.
If
Jonah-
you need Jonah, he's the easiest player.
It's like giving him work. Like, you need your boss to be a fucking dick to you until you fucking get your shit together.
Jonah's been the easiest player to just be able to be like, vas a jugar, qué pedo? And
Yeah.
he'll joke around with you. But I just don't feel like he can turn it on when you need to. And he'll let you run into that brick wall and make fun of you and then correct you.
Yeah,
You know?
that's what he does.
Well, I mean, maybe honestly, truthfully, looking at what the points that you both are making, maybe it's going to take more than one person to lead this team to a chip, and maybe Jonah inspires the people that look at his hard work. Because I mean, like I'm telling you,
Yeah.
I was a 180. To me, the Santos brothers hot garbage for my whole life. I'm not lying. No, I'm not trying to be funny. I never thought anything of them. And I still don't to deal, but Jonah, like I said, I will follow him to war any day because of what I've seen with him the last couple of years, and maybe he's gonna inspire the people that need inspiring the way you see somebody, and maybe Chicha or whoever Sirs or whoever. The people that are vocal, they will inspire the people that need a kick in the ass.
Yeah, Jonah's gonna be that mediator. To what Chewy had said in the midweek, he's our co-captain.
Because
Some-
to me,
some players-
if the team is cool with it, I'm cool with it. And
course.
if we win a championship, we're not gonna. Who the fuck cares?
If Jonah says we're cool with it, then we're cool with it.
Some
And
players-
that's his power.
Some
I'm
players
sure he'll be asked at some point.
Some players motivate you to play better. Others show you how to win. That's the real difference of a captain and a leader. Some players motivate you to want to be better, and some show you how to win.
So do we expect the heart of the team to be the captain every time?
No,
No,
absolutely.
Because the heart of the team is Jonah.
absolutely
You just
not.
asked the question that was.
Because if you told me
just answered
if you
for
told me right now the heart of the team is
if he's
Chicha,
not there, no. If he's not there, he's showing you how to win already.
Back to going to Robbie Keane. I would go to games and I would get pumped up when Landon Donovan would play, because there was those seasons where his game wasn't to be a leader. It was him being tired of just so much playing that he just wanted to show up, do his job, and be contagious with his effort. Where you had Robbie Keane being that leader.
Yo, it's late.
It is.
People want to go to sleep.
I know.
Great discussion. Chicha's your captain, whether you like it or not.
It is, and I accept it.
Yes.
Jonah's my captain. It's just I
Yes.
accept Chicha.
Yeah, he can be your captain. I can understand, but we accept him. You know what? Chicha's gonna be our captain for all of us, so we just might as well
Join
accept
us, the
it.
captain in my
You know
heart.
what? You know what? You know when Chicha's gonna be your captain? Next week, Saturday, when
Sas.
the Nag boys have a kegger.
Motherfucking cake, boys.
Yeah, okay.
And just in case you don't know what time the game is, it's after
Kegel
Modelo
Club.
time.
Hello time.
This fool.
This fool.
This fool.
This fool.
All right, final question. We always end the show with the same question.
Yeah, I'll start it. The way we're gonna end. Fuck. I'm gonna be that guy, man. I saw it. I've seen it. We've all seen it. Same as last year. I think it's the same thing. Same position.
By the way, to our guest.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. So
Fucking run them through it.
we're gonna end in the
And
stat.
to our new fucking viewers and listeners,
Yes,
bro.
new viewers and
Fucking
listeners.
dick.
At the end of every episode, we give our predictions where we think we're gonna end in the season. So this is our first week actually playing in the 2020 MLS season. I think same as last year, if not worse. But I'm gonna go same as last year and lose in the second round of the playoffs.
I'm gonna say one notch above from where we were at last season.
What do you mean one notch?
So we were fifth last season.
we were one win away from being second and third in the Western Conference.
So then we're gonna be fourth.
Yeah, just position, not wins, all that. Just
We're gonna be one position higher, and we're gonna stay stuck in the same semis conference finals.
same round, second round.
Same round.
Man, fuck both of you.
What is it?
I don't,
I don't give a fuck.
It comes to me. I think we're taking it all.
Oh,
I love that
We're
confidence.
well, how are we going in though? What position?
First,
It doesn't matter.
we're taking everything.
Alex.
We're taking the Open Cup. We're taking the fucking silver platter. We're taking the cup. We're taking the MVP. We're taking fucking golden boot. We're taking everything.
We're taking the wooden spoon somehow.
Somehow we'll fucking take that shit too.
We're not gonna care about the Open Cup. We're just gonna lose that for sure. Our East Coast team is gonna win the Silver Cup, Silver Plate, because they need it for Thanksgiving next year for their family.
Nice.
But we're not gonna win the championship. We will win MLS Cup,
Nice.
and I do think we're gonna finish second or third in the West, and we're gonna have a great playoff run.
Chewy.
This team is looking a lot better, so I think we're going all the way.
Oh,
Throw.
how we going in? What place?
I said we're going all the way.
What place?
Don't matter. All the way.
All the way.
No
Doesn't matter
lube.
what place.
So support shield as
Winning it
well.
all.
Beast Consal.
I think we can finish top 4 in the league. Whether that's second or third in the West, I think that's attainable.
That's weak.
We were one win away from. Excuse me.
That's weak. I want a number. We
Weak
know this
ass
is the
foe.
beginning. You give a
Weak
number.
ass foe.
Like I said, we were one.
I don't
we
want
were
top
one-
4. I want 1, 2, 3, 4.
He doesn't want to
We
hear
were-
logic. He wants
We
to hear
were
something stupid.
one win away from being second in the West. So I think
This foe.
I think second in the West is not out of the question. As far as how far we make it, I feel like we make it to the Western Conference, and whether we have the right chemistry by then will determine whether we make it to the cup.
I don't want to play. If we get it, we better fucking put that shit through. Fucking wash that shit with bleach, because you don't know what type of fucking germs it has right now. With
That's
the
coronavirus.
fucking heart of this fucking city. But second of all, teams that win a supporter shield haven't necessarily translated that to MLS Cup. So
I don't want the shield.
I'd rather be hot at the right moment and win the trophy that matters than win a plate.
I agree. So time to go. All right.
I do want to give a good shout out. A shout out to everybody that took
Apparently,
that trip out.
Alejandro Gonzalez didn't listen to anything I said.
I want to give a shout out, big ass shout out to everybody that went to Houston.
Oh yes. Shout out to y'all.
We said it earlier, but you guys are the fucking shit. I got to catch you guys on TV.
Shout
Which
out.
was fucking dope.
Shout out to everyone that's listening to us, by the way, on a Saturday night. Shortly announced. Everybody that is here live, thank you. If you're not live, you listen to it later. Make sure you share us, whether you are on all the streaming services, Spotify, iHeartRadio, everything else.
Well, actually,
YouTube.
if you're actually listening to this, I encourage you guys to come to our live show and get up in the chat room and discuss everything with fellow G's that are in there.
All right,
And it's always fun.
Real quick question before we leave.
Yes.
We all know the Nag Boys are having a kegger.
Yes, sir.
Is there also going to be a live show at the kegger?
No.
Oh, not this time.
Not this
Live
time.
show?
We'll
Yeah,
be
right.
two
Squad has a
interviews.
banda.
Interviews.
We'll do
Right Squad
interviews.
has a
Yeah.
banda.
'Cause
You
you
know
guys
what?
will have
Wait,
the first
hold on.
Hey.
Collaborative with First to Five?
First to five Nag Boys kegger interviews.
We'll have 3 questions. If you don't answer the 3 questions, you don't get no beer.
Hey, how did Edgar say it? I came for the beer. I stayed for the nag. Big shout out to Edgar, by the way. If you haven't read our articles, please go to nagtv.news?
NagTV.com.
nagtv.com. Read all our articles. And we wrote something. Like us. And
We
Edgar
did.
helped us out.
We were pretty good at it.
Our website is coming soon. First5tv.com.
Oh,
tight.
What's the rest of
so
you guys?
you know what? Let's go. Let's do this closeout. Let me start this closeout, and you guys can have all the time on the floor real quick. So thank you everyone for listening to us. This is News Across the Galaxy live show. Saturday night edition. We'll get back to Sundays eventually. My name is Eddie. You can find me on Instagram as Eddie_Nags and on Twitter as Eddie Nags all together.
And then you can find me, Bryant, on Bryant, Bryant Nags, on Instagram and Twitter.
Look out for our midweek show coming up this week. Quick shout out to LA Galaxy Lab.
Yes, the new guys.
We got a couple of young.
Shout out to the youngsters.
Little G.
Okay, this is my time.
Fuck
Thank
you.
We have a couple youngsters that started their podcast.
Yes.
And kudos to them. You know,
Yes.
they do it with some good insight and no cussing, no inside
Yeah, and
jokes.
if you were listening to this, shame on you.
Clean little show.
There's another podcast?
Little
Yeah.
G's.
Little G started
No,
a
Galaxy
couple
Lab.
youngsters. It's
Galaxy
called
Lab, right?
LA Lab
Galaxy
podcast. My Twitter handle is gonna change, but for right now,
Bayless. Say it now. Say it now.
no, I want to make sure I lock it down. So up to the season opener, it's still gonna be Mr_Smiley McGee, and after the season opener, I'll let you guys know what the new handle is on.
Something
on
with
that.
Sven Bayless.
I want to get it right though. You know, I want to get it right. I want to make sure I get it right.
All right, guys, and you guys can find me as Chavez JA on both Instagram and Twitter. Chavez JA.
Guys, thank you again so much for being a guest. You guys, the floor is yours. Let them know where they can find you.
Thank you for having us. Find me on Twitter, Died in Marseille. I'm not going to spell it out for you. Figure it out.
And you can find me on Twitter at Beelzebubs_LA. That's BEELZEBUBS_LA. We are also First of Five. It's First of Five on Twitter and First of Five TV on Instagram. And you can also find me dancing at Big and Lovely's on Thursday night, men's night. If you like the Rubenesque men, you know where to find me.
Swipe right, baby.
My stage name is High Voltage. I come out as an electrician.
Hey. Again, thank you everyone for listening.
I might do a cake stand, just to let you guys know. I might do a cake stand.
But real quick, the
Nag to 5.
Nag to 5 collabos, I think we should call it, because I'll play on Sway in the morning. We should call it 5 ounces of death.
Ooh.
Oh, no.
We'll see.
No death. I don't like the word death. So for Brian, Spenny, Alex, Mario, Chewy, my name is Eddie. Thank you everyone for being with us. We out of here. Keep on nagging.
Keep on nagging.
Yee.